freeform torque necklace, colour grading, how to add gemstones, the Aztec weave and how to add embellishments. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Join guest designer Tracy Spurgeon as she takes you step by step to making basic ring shapes, with options to create your focal feature of your ring. You will also pick up lots of tips and hints and design ideas during the day. With stunning examples on display, you'll be inspired. This course includes 20 grams of silver art clay, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, meet the presenters, and a visit to the Gemporia Museum. All of this for just £149.95. For more information, contact the call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker, bringing out the designer in you.
The latest edition of the Lure Book is now available. This highly regarded gemstone encyclopedia features over 1,300 pages full of facts and knowledge. Discover the places, the people and the stories behind every gemstone. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Today's course has been really good. I've been on the micro macrame course with Brooch, and we've been doing quite a lot of knotting techniques and bringing them together to make a little small owl. And then we're currently working on a freeform necklace or bracelet, which is really good because there's no rules. It's been a really good day. You get an awful lot from it, just in terms of being able to use your own imagination to transfer it into the piece that you're making, and it's just been a really good day, yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome all to Designer Inspiration. It's really kind of you to join me this afternoon, and I promise you will not be upset that you did so. I have got loads and loads of treats for you today. I really do. We're doing a little bit of a special showcase today. We're actually going to be doing a pearl pairing showcase. Now, if you're thinking, hang on, I've already got 1,002 pearls, do not worry about that whatsoever, because the pearls I've got for you today, we're going to be really focusing on specifically the reasons in which the pearls we have on today are slightly different to anything you might have seen before. We're going to be talking about the scales of pearls, the grades of pearls, the difference between the natural and the dyeing, and then we're going to be bringing you other gemstones that we think will match beautifully with the previous strand of pearls. So it's going to be really interesting, a little bit of learning, a little bit of style. That's coming up for you later on today. I've also got some brand spanking new products today, brand new Hessian ribbon for you today. And we are joined by a guest designer who can tell us all about that later on. Her name is Irene.
Hello, hi everybody.
Hello everyone. How are you, Irene?
I'm really good. I'm just having a fight with my mic, but I'll sort that out in a minute.
Yeah, you'll get used to it.
Yeah, I'm really good. I wasn't sure whether to wear sunglasses or my snow boots on the way out this morning.
Oh, I know, it's absolutely freezing but sunny.
Well, it was snowing quite a bit before I left Birmingham, but what happened then was I got to the front door and it stopped snowing and the sun came out. It must have been because I was coming here.
It absolutely must have been, surely. So. Can you talk to me about your first designer inspiration today, please?
Yeah, we're going to be using some of the tools that you stock on the website, and we're going to be incorporating it with some beautiful beads and some wire work and mesh. And just basically, it's a tool that I absolutely love.
Why do you love this tool so much?
because there's so much you can do with it. I think when you see it, you think it's just a basic tool. But what happens is then when you start using different, as you know, I like cords or wire work. So with all that, we've got actually a tool that you can incorporate those, but you also add some beautiful pearls and crystals and stones, or you could even make your own polymer clay beads to go with it. So once you learn a technique, and you've got an option of different tools there, haven't you?
Yeah.
You can make a lot of variety. I mean, I had to stop myself with the kit because I keep wanting to do more.
To do more and more and more. We are going to be showing you more of this tool later. You got the chance to own it for less than £20 for a brand new tool. It's fantastic. But we're going to do a whole designer inspiration based around this as well. So might be something new and a little bit different for you all. The second designer inspiration, can you show that bouquet, please? Can we have a sneaky peeky? Because honestly, the second designer inspiration, some quite different things. Look at this stunning, stunning piece. You're going to get the chance to own the pieces to create this look later on. Isn't that beautiful? I absolutely adore that. What are we going to be learning in this designer inspiration, lovely?
The one that we're going to be doing first, with this one now.
With your second designer inspiration kit, yeah.
Well, we're going to learn how to make this beautiful rose, which I think is really, really nice.
It's gorgeous.
And it's quite a quick and easy one to do.
Fab.
And then I will show you, obviously I've made a little bow there, but I haven't used much more products to add to it.
Yes.
But I could have done.
Fab. So we'll be talking a lot about that as well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I can't wait for that. And we're going to have a text in today because did you know it was Groundhog Day? Was it Groundhog Day yesterday? So it's No way did you do a slide.
Oh.
Looks a bit like Pete. That's a groundhog. It was Groundhog Day yesterday. If you're not sure what Groundhog Day is, essentially it's something to do with this creature right here that is said to predict when spring is about to start. If you've seen the film Groundhog Day, you'll know that that's to do with reliving a day over and over again. So we want a little bit of a fun, a bit of a thankful, a bit of a happy text in today. We want to know if you could relive any day from this year, so 2015, if you could relive any day from this year so far, what would it be? Give us a text in 60777, so you text with the JM Studio. It can be anything. It can be something over the top if you've had a great event to go to, or if someone in your family's been born, or it could be something small. Have you got that picture that Ben sent to you, Ryan? This would be mine. This was on Sunday. I had a lovely, lovely day on Sunday. Went out for a meal with my friends in the afternoon, and then did some crafting on Sunday night, and then this picture sums up my Sunday evening. That's me with a pot of tea, me dog and a film. That was amazing! I ate loads of chocolate left over from Christmas. I had 2 pots of tea, and I didn't share it with Mulberry, no, that's why she's looking at me like that. I watched a film, it was fab. So it could be something little like that or something big. Just give us a text in. Anything you could relive from 2015 so far. It's nice to be thankful, isn't it? Give us a message in. We better get started really, hadn't we? Where should we go to first off? I've honestly got you some, oh my gosh. I was just about to say I've got you some great products today that you're not even going to believe, and we're actually starting off with one of them. If I said to you a trio of Sari silk, anyone who's watched for the last, I don't know, year, you know the price point, right? For 3, you know the price point. Not today. Have a little look. Which one are we doing first, did you say? Yes, the other one. So, let me show you. We have got here your beautiful, beautiful yarn. This is your Sari silk yarn. Now, I've got another selection of Sari silk coming up for you later, but if you want the yarn, you've got to get it in this bundle because that's all I've got over at the moment in time. Sari yarn is fantastic. We've seen so many designer inspirations with it, so many morning shows using it as well. It is truly something that if you're into crochet, if you're into knitting, if you're into kumihimo, macrame, even if you're into things like you're crafting with things like that glue and doing cards and memory books and pieces like that. This is a product that honestly is just going to expand your horizons and your looks in so many ways. Let's take a little look at it in total, shall we? You're going to be getting 3. Now they're all different colours. Now this one is a really, really nice, does that look really dark to you? It's a really beautiful royal blue, navy, I'd say navy blue, but it's also got areas of the purple in it, if you can see that. Now this is the yarn, it has that beautiful texture to it. It's almost got kind of the mohair look about it, hasn't it? It's really beautiful. Now this comes on one continuous skein. This one is approximately 95 grams skein, and it comes in one continuous loop when you unravel it. So you unravel it, snip off the white bits, unravel it, and you can loop it around, really easy to work with. You're not going to believe the price, honestly. I've then got for you the fuchsia, working out around 95 to 100 grams in this one as well. You can see how you get all these different colours, because essentially, like I showed you, you have this continuous thread, which I don't know if you can see it here, but we stitch together the different colours so that you get this beautiful continuous loop, not lots of scrappy ends, lots of beautiful continuous loop that just melts these colours in together. So I can see purples, I can see maroons, I can see fuchsias, hot pinks in there as well. And then lastly, but by no means leastly, you have this one, which is your dark grey that we have here. You've got titanium-esque colours here. You've got some of the cloudy quartz tones in here. But look, you also get some pops of blue and pops of red in there as well. This product is absolutely sensational. It is so high-end a fabric. It feels absolutely beautiful. It really, really, really does. It's super duper soft. The lovely thing about this product, I think, is the fact that you get so much variety, so much versatility. We measured one out and we said that you got meters and meters and meters worth of this. I can't remember exactly how much, but for some reason the number 60 meters sticks in my mind. That might not be right, but for some reason that's in my head. I think it was around that on each one of these. So this is going to last and last and last and last. They are fantastic, fantastic products. You know the price, right? You do know the price. You know that the first time when we started to bring Sari to you, we were looking at for 3 the $12.99 mark. But then because you loved it so much, we were able to buy more stock in, so the price went down. So for 3, we were looking at doing the $9.95, weren't we? Your price point today should be. Now that's if we were to sell these individually, if we were to sell these separately. When we like to bring them to you, we try and bring them in a bundle of 3 though. So it used to be $12.95, then it went to $9.95. Today, and possibly today only, for 3, £7.95 for you today for all 3 of these. That's a price you're not used to seeing. We're used to $9.99. I remember when Helena came on board with us, in her first 2 or 3 weeks we did some Sari silk and she was doing $8.95, but she got told that's not the price we're meant to do, it's meant to be $9.95, and we carried on doing the $9.95, which is still a great deal, but we've taken it to the lowest price today, $7.95 for you on this. Congratulations everyone. This is the type of product that I could see you working with, lovely lady. What would you be doing with these?
Well, I'm thinking how beautiful the grey is at the moment, the colour tones and the variety of the rainbow effect on that one. So I think I would try and make, I'm thinking Valentine's is coming.
It is.
So maybe I would knit or crochet a heart.
Oh.
And then add some beautiful beads to match.
That's
or even a nice
brooch,
because it's winter. We could have it in a brooch, couldn't we?
You could, absolutely could. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, nice black scarf maybe, and then crochet a little pin brooch with a heart or a flower.
How beautiful that would be.
Because it looks very soft and comfortable to wear, I think.
It really is. It is so soft. It's beautiful. Lovely, lovely ideas you get with these. Well done, everyone. Yes, I know you triple buyers and double buyers. Yep, you know the price we normally go to. We've gone lower than this. Let's have a look at some text, shall we? We've had some texts in. Oh, exciting. We're going to have such a lovely day for you today. So, this is about our then having a day off with your friend and just going around the craft shops. Don't you end up spending loads, though? You do, don't you? I can't help it. Can you?
No. I went the other week and I spent over £100.
Yeah.
And they didn't seem that much for it.
No, you can't help it, can you?
No. And you do say you're honestly going to make things with it.
Yeah.
And then you get it out, you look at it, and you think, oh, that's really pretty. And then you play with it. and then you think, right, I'll do something with that, and then you're scared to touch it, and you think, I might have to go and buy another one of those.
Might have to go and get another just in case. In Cheshire there's a candle workshop, okay, and I love the candle workshop. You can go and make your own candles, but also there's all these gorgeous carved candles. I can spend hours in there. I go around sniffing all the scented ones. Oh, I love it. Laura, that sounds like a gorgeous day. Thank you for messaging that in, lovely lady. So loads of you getting your hands on this today. Absolutely massive well done to you all. I've got something really special coming up for you today. I've got some stunning gemstones, and I mean really unusual, beautiful ones. And this is possibly, well, for me, I'm safe in saying, for me personally, I'm so fortunate to have this today. I've never seen this strand before, and for me it's the highest quality of this I have ever seen. This is coming at you today. It's going to be under £30, and it is the most sensational quality multi-coloured moonstone. We hardly ever see moonstone of this quality. In fact, I can't think of a time we have, especially with this size and this workable shape and all this myriad of colours that we've got running through here. The fact that you can even see all of that beautiful, beautiful dancing of colour and light, even in these lights here, will show you how amazing this actually is in real life. It's stunning, isn't it? That's coming up for you later on. I can't wait to show you that. I'm going to start off with one of my kind of new favourites, I would say, at the moment. Reason it is one of my new favourites is because it's a gemstone which has really come into its own recently, for the fact that the mining process has been cut short this year for this gemstone, and we've not been able to get as many as we would like this year, which means that, you know, it's harder to get. It's even scarcer than it always was. I just think the quality of this is sensational, and when I say to you $1 million emerald, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you look at this. This is your Russian chrome diopside. Take a little look. There is a word there is a phrase, sorry, that has strong connotations with this in Russia, in Siberia, which is the location we mine this from. Of course, you can get chrome diopside from other areas, such as Brazil and America, but this is your Russian chrome diopside. This is your one locational Russian chrome diopside. There is a phrase that has connotations with this, which I just think is absolutely magnificent and kind of so inspiring. And the phrase itself that's used by Russians in that area is whispers of the stars. And whispers of the stars, what that means is it's talking about the mining conditions of this gemstone. Now, the mine that we go to for this gemstone is so cold that they describe the atmosphere and the time and the mining conditions as whispers of the stars. Now, why is that? Well, it's because the mine itself is so cold, so dramatically cold, that it's around minus 70 degrees. Now, minus 70 degrees, I know that's hard to grasp, but if you imagine at the moment, you know, it's 1 degree outside and it feels freezing and horrible, doesn't it? Minus 70 degrees, it is so cold that when you're speaking in that mining area, your breath freezes in mid-air and drops to the ground and makes an audible sound. And that's described as whisper of the stars, because your breath freezes as you speak and it literally tinkers on the floor because it's so cold. If you think about that, the coldness of that at that time, minus 55 degrees at the best times, and that's even in summer, it goes to show you the mining conditions they have to go through to get this gemstone. It is a stunning, beautiful gem, and it's yours today for a tiny price. $34.95. Think about that mining condition. We can only get to this mine 3 months of the year, and even at 3 months of the year, we're still looking at those temperatures of around minus 70, at the highest around minus 55 degrees C. When you get this whispering of the stars, it's so cold. The reason we can only mine it for 3 years is even in the summer, when it is still around minus 55 degrees, it's out of that time, you can't even go there. It's literally life-threateningly cold, even with all the technology that we have around now. This is your $1 million emerald. You've got the richness, you've got the clarity, you've got the beauty, you've got the saturation, and if this was emerald, you would be looking at paying that $1 million price tag very, very easily, I'm sure. £34.95. Well done. If you check out your baskets, I've actually only got one of this left now, so well done to everyone who's got it. Very rare do we see Russian chrome diopside here at Jewellery Maker. Once you check out, I've got one of these left. I love that so much. Well done to you all who got that. I always just think, how amazing is that, to think of that time and to think how freezing that must be, that your breath freezes in the air. I think it's cold now when I get in my car. Crazy, isn't it? Let's have a little look at a challenge that we have popped together for Irene. Now, Irene, we've given you this challenge. What do you think of it?
I think they're absolutely beautiful. I am quite surprised how many pieces are on a strand. There's absolutely loads.
You do get loads, don't you? Yeah, absolutely packed on. They're beautiful colours, aren't they? I've got to say.
Well,
that's one thing.
I think this is a colour that I tend to use what I call a middle colour. So if I'm going for stronger or lighter shades, they just seem to work well with, because you've got a variety there, haven't you? You've got that nice deep beige, and then they've got like a glint to them as well, like a goldy glint.
Yes.
So yeah, I think I'm going to use some gold wire to work with that.
Oh, I love that, to give it a little bit of a pop. I like that. So what have we got? We've got this beautiful lemon quartz, which is what we're talking about, those beautiful sunshine zesty tones in here, around 165 carats. Oh, by the way, you're going to love the price on this. You're also getting in here your sunstone. This is a double strand of sunstone. So what we mean, if you're new to us and we say a double strand, we're talking about double the length of our average. We're actually being very, very kind when we say that, because we say our average is around the 30 centimetre mark. This is actually 85 centimetres approximately. So it is even more than double that, but we like to cover our own backs when we say double. And then you've got your carnelian here as well, 165 carats worth, up to around an 18 by 6 on those ones. If you just look, exactly as Irene said, the amount of gemstones we have here, it is a huge, 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 huge amount. And imagining that this is a double as well, you're going to be getting double that amount. You are getting realistically probably about 1.5 meters worth of gemstones, which is an excessive amount. Excessive amount. Around 1.5 meters of gemstones is astonishing, isn't it? It really, really is. And I've got to say, the sunstone itself is, you know, cracking quality. You can see that, can't you? Really, really good quality, because you've got those beautiful glints inside. I don't think we see sunstone that often, which is always a shame, especially when you get beauty in it like this. It's got those gorgeous, gorgeous glitters, naturally forming, don't forget. You get that lovely shillering effect as well on here, which is spectacular. You have got so much in here, and it is just absolutely beautiful quality. And to think you've got almost 1 meter's worth just of this is sensational, isn't it? We are going to be giving you some ideas for this in a moment or two, but first off, I want to inspire you not only with the gorgeous appeal of the look of these, but also with an amazing price point. Not your price. Just to let you know, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 strands worth here of genuine gemstones, real gemstones. $8.95.
That's ridiculous.
Isn't it?
There's absolutely loads in my bag. I keep pulling my bag and it keeps coming out.
There's loads and loads and loads and loads, isn't there?
Loads, look.
There is loads.
And you know, they're double stranded, so I'm thinking you don't really have to work hard on this, because you could just, you know, it's double the strength, so you don't have to unthread them all and rethread them again.
No, you could just have them as is.
Yeah, you can make the quickest wraparound bracelet ever, couldn't you?
Yeah, keeping it on the strand, you don't even have to fiddle with it, do you?
No, it's really good. And
keep it on the temporary strand.
It's lovely.
It is fantastic, isn't it? I really do adore these, I've got to say. I told you it was going to be a great price. I'm really, really chuffed that we're able to bring you this. And of course, even if we just focus on, say, you know, in individual stone, I just love that as a centre pendant. Just that one as a centre pendant. And a little bit of cord, a little bit of Sari, or a little bit of, you know, cord thread, a little bit of leather if you wanted to. just that as a pendant would be great. Very boho, very bohemian feel to it. Great for male and female pieces, especially when you're looking at the globe. And that's just one. That's just one of the gemstones off this massive, massive, massive strand. Isn't it? Well done everyone who's joining me to secure them whilst you can. Pete, I hope you're thinking of a Groundhog Day from this year. Have you got one? Yeah. Come here. This is my brother Pete. Not really my brother, by the way. We just apparently look very similar. Come here, brother Pete.
Hi.
Tell me, if you could have a Groundhog Day, it's our texting today, if you could relive any day of this year, what would it be and why?
Instantly, it's got to be the time I ordered one pizza and got free.
What?
So I ordered a pizza from a well-known
food.
Pizza Emporium.
Yeah.
Right.
And it came, and it was late.
Right.
And they have a rule about that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So then he was like, here's free pizzas. I was like, yeah, sure. Why?
So you only paid for one?
I had so much. I only paid for one, and I got free. And I was like, I have so much pizza, I don't know what to do with it. I was like, where do I begin?
That's amazing. That is such a good day. That is brilliant. What else can you do with pizza apart from eat it? Sculptures? You know when it goes a bit hard and you leave it out? You could do like pizza pyramid? Yeah? Yeah? Maybe? No, my mum never told me not to play with my food. What else are you meant to do but craft with it? I bet you had breakfast, lunch and dinner for the next 3 days pizzas, didn't you? Yeah, of course you did. Do keep your messages coming in, lovely ladies and gentlemen. It's great to hear from you. £8.95, well done everyone. So, I have got for you now one of my favourite gemstones in the whole entire world. I love opal because, well, I love it for so many reasons. I love the history, I love the folklore, I love the tales, but I do love the variety you get. This is, for me, I think, one of the most unusual and rarest of the opals that we get here on JewelleryMaker. We see quite a bit of the fire opal. Now and again, it's been a while because we haven't had a shipment in, but now and again we see quite a lot of Ethiopian opal as well. We see a bit of boulder opal quite often as well, but we don't generally get this one, and it's your dendritic opal. Now, dendrite opal is an interesting one. When I say dendrite, if you look in the dictionary to what the word dendrite means, it essentially refers to a fern-like structure. So with dendrite opal, if you've never seen one before and you're thinking, oh well, I'm thinking opal, so I'm expecting lots of colour play and things, that's not what you actually get in dendrite opal. What you get with dendritic opal is you get this beautiful fern-like structure internally that gives you this beautiful veining effect. This is a perfect example of it here. This is a piece of a rough dendritic opal. So you can see in dendritic opal you get areas of white against dark, but you also get those beautiful caramel tones in places as well. So that's a picture of the rough there. Now, to get the most out of your dendrite opal, to get the most appeal out of it, what you're going to be looking for is you are going to be looking for those speckles, but you're also going to be looking for a mixture of the colours. Sometimes when you buy dendrite opal, you actually only get the black and the white, but to show the piece to its fullest, you're really hoping on a strand, the majority of the time anyway, to get the dark, the white, and those beautiful, beautiful honey tones. So if we can see that rough again, just quickly, bear with, says Ryan. So those are what you're looking for, the white, the dark, and those beautiful caramelly tones. Now have a look at this strand, because you've got all of that on here. You've got the caramel areas, you've got the dendrite black and white areas as well. You've got the fern-like structure on many of these. You've got some that are purely caramel. Now that is cut like that on purpose, because actually the caramel-like sections in a dendrite are quite few and far between. In fact, can we show that picture again? Sorry, Ryan, but just to point it out. So can you see that it's almost encapsulated in that caramel colours? Can you see there? On that piece of rough, you've got those caramel-like areas. Now, they're so few and far between. Obviously, the vast majority of it is the dark and white. But actually, on this picture, you can see to pick out those small caramel areas is quite a skill, and it's been done purposely on this strand. I've got about 2 or 3 of them that are pretty much purely the caramel effect. It's just a beautiful one. It's a really gorgeous, gorgeous quality. I love that on this one you've got so much clarity. I know it's hard for you to see, but the clarity absolutely bursts through here. You can see the front right through to the back. It almost gives you an amber-like appeal. Now, Dendrite opal we do not see that often at all. It's not one of the rarest of opals. It's relatively rare, as all gemstones are, but it's relatively rare as all opals are as well. But actually, we don't see that much of it because you know that we can be kind of sticklers for quality. And when we send this off to be cut, we want them to cut it in a way such as you do get areas of caramel and you do get the light on dark and you do get that fern-like structure on pieces. So it can take us quite a while for the workmanship to come through to show the natural beauty of this gemstone. We don't see it often, so it might be quite hard for you to price point. So let's get that price in for you, shall we? I said let's get the price in, because that's not it. That's the price you will be paying in the future. That's the price you have paid. But today we're taking it low because you know I love opal. It's $11.95. You know that whenever I have opal on, if I'm allowed to, I ask and ask and ask, if I'm allowed to, I will take money off because it's one of those things for me that I want everyone to fall in love with and adore as much as I do. This isn't your stereotypical opal. This is a beautiful opal that you won't expect colour play in. What you're actually expecting is this beautiful myriad here. But you've also got those beautiful workmanship that carries on throughout this, and I really, really want other people to appreciate opal of this quality that looks like this, because at the end of the day, it's not something we see that often. For me, this might just be me, but for me, certain opals I can see as being quite feminine. For example, that gorgeous purple opal we had on the other day, that lavender opal we had on the other day. Oh, I still dream about it. Okay, that's a bit over the top, I don't, but you know what I mean, it was great. That purple opal was quite feminine, wasn't it? For me, Dendritic opal, it has the femininity, especially with those areas of transparency, but actually it has the strength and masculinity as well, which is beautiful because you can make unisex pieces with this, which you can't say for all gemstones all the time, can you? £11.95. Thank you, multi-buyers and singular buyers on this. It's lovely that not only do you love a good bargain like this, but also it's nice to see that you like something a bit different, a bit rare. We don't always want exactly the same as everyone else day in, day out, do we? And this is a nice way, I think, of adding a little bit of a different appeal to your pieces for your loved ones, whether they be male or female. I think this is going to really hit the market on both of those, to be honest. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. Congratulations to everybody getting this. Last chance to purchase, lower in the quantity now. Once you check out your baskets, I'll still have a decent enough amount, but do get in quick because you don't last forever. 100 carats worth of your Dendrite open, well, it's hard to come by. We all know that. We've all been to places or areas whereby we've bought Moonstone, maybe individually, and you found that maybe one or two aren't as great as you'd hoped for. We've all bought a strand. We've all done this. We've all bought a strand and thinking, oh, I'm expecting, you know, schiller on at least half, and actually only 2 or 3 of them have had the schiller that you expect. If you've ever been in that situation, I'm about to wipe that out of your mind right now, because this is, for me, the highest quality Moonstone I have ever seen here at JewelleryMaker. This is the type of quality that I expect to see of Moonstone in our sister channels ready-made pieces. On our sister channels like Gems TV and Rocks TV, ready-made pieces paired with 925, paired with your 9 karat gold. This is that quality. And if you don't believe me, bear in mind the lights in here are bleaching for this beautiful effect, but even then you can still see it. Have a little look. Let's just wander along this beautiful, stunning strand. Look at this. You've got it on, you can still see it. I'm moving along because it's not just on the whites. Look at those ones. Gosh, I love getting those beautiful colour tones. That's amazing quality, isn't it? Keeping going, because it's not just on the whites. It's on the, I know. It's not just on the whites, it's on those beautiful, beautiful creams. It's even on the grey Moonstone, which we know is notorious sometimes for being quite tricky to find this much quality. Please remember for me, this is under this horrific light source, which is so impossible and so bleaching to show you adolescence like this generally. It is, look, just adore this. The quality, I've just been through the entire strand. I'm not hiding areas from you. I'm not just showing you one bit that's good. No, you've seen the entire strand. You've seen that it's not just the white Moonstone that's great quality and then we've dampened it down a bit on the grey. Not at all. This is high, stunning, beautiful quality. To be able to get adolescence like this, which don't forget, natural, totally absolutely natural. That's Mother Nature. That's to do with the way that basically there's an intergrowth of the feldspar and the light gets caught within there essentially. Totally and absolutely natural. We haven't coloured this, we haven't dyed it. We're bringing the best quality Moonstone I've ever seen for you today. I promised you it'd be under £25 and it is. It's actually under 20. £19.95. These are big, sizable pieces as well. This is voted your favourite size. You said 8mm was your favourite size to work with in a plain round. You've got it here. You've got that plain round shape, which is so simple to do, no matter what you're doing, whether it's your kumihimo, whether it's your wire work, even if you're going to be doing simple things like your ladder weaving, the ladder weaving or your tiara twist techniques. This is going to be absolutely sensational, stunning. Just a little accented detail. That price point for this quality is phenomenal. And don't forget, now and again, you know, you get what you pay for. And let's face it, we can see Moonstone at £6.95, can't we? We do see Moonstone at £6.95. That's fine. But honestly, if you've bought Moonstone at £6.95, how often are they this bigger size? Well, never. They're usually the smaller ones or irregular shapes, aren't they? Which means less workmanship, which means less time and less pay, i.e. a lower price point. But also, we're looking at less of the quality. This has been picked out individually for its quality. We wouldn't spend time shaping these, cutting these, making them, because don't forget, you can't just cut Moonstone any old way, willy-nilly. You have to cut it in the right way so that you're getting the most out of that beautiful, beautiful adolescence. But we have to cut this in the right way to give it that appeal. I would say if you've bought Moonstone and you've thought, yeah, it's all right, it's okay, get this strand and be prepared to be, wow, that is astonishing, because it truly, truly, truly is for the quality. We are about to start designer inspiration time in a moment or five. But just to let you know, just to remind you, if you've only just tuned in today, we have got coming up for you after the first DI, it is your pearl pairing. If you're thinking, I've got loads of pearls already, stay tuned for it, because it's going to be something different. These are going to be really, we're going to be really looking into the gradings of pearls. We're going to be really looking at what to look for when you're pricing and working with quality pearls. We're going to be talking about the difference between your natural and your fresh water and the luster grading. We're going to be talking a lot about that, but we're also going to be pairing them with beautiful gemstones that we think are going to be great, and you have the chance to own them too. Well done to everybody who's got this. This is going to be one of those strands that you pull out of the bag and you think, whoa, that's not a letdown at all, you know? I've had a text in, lots of you still coming in for this. Congratulations. That genuinely, for the quality, is absolutely astonishing. It really, really is. Big pieces too, aren't they? I would relive the 19th of Jan because it was our 30th anniversary, and I got to spend the day with my gorgeous husband and wear beautiful BYJM pearls. Wendy, that is absolutely adorable, because of course 30th anniversary is pearls, isn't it? Groundhog Day. 30th anniversary is your pearls, isn't it? And the BY pearls. That is such a lovely, lovely day. Oh, I like that. Oh, I bet you got treated, didn't you? Didn't you? Your 30th is coming up soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
When's that?
On the... I have to stop and think, you know.
Oh, way up. Oh, way up. So sorry I put you on the spot.
I did forget it 1 year, apparently, but I think I just got the wrong month. I've got the card ready. I've never lived it down.
Are you going to be wearing pearls on your 30th anniversary?
No, I don't know.
No? You haven't thought about it yet?
No, I've been trying to organise lots of things, and I would like to, but I think there's so many. I think the pearls would have to talk to me, but something Something hasn't spoke to me yet.
No, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I've got some
13th of
stunning
April, by the way.
pieces. 13th of
Yeah,
April.
just thought I'd let you know.
Good. Took you long
about
enough
that.
to remember, Irene. I might have some pearls for you later on, lady.
Okay.
Genuinely
Thank
stunning. Okay, we are heading over to Irene to have a look at her first designer inspiration very, very, very soon. Something that I would say is a little bit different. It won't be kind of the collection that I've seen before, technically, or necessarily, sorry, put together. But I've got to say, it does look fantastic. Let's have a look at exactly what we've got in our kit here first off, shall we? It's back by popular demand. We haven't seen this in absolutely yonks. Brother P, have you got a whiteboard for me or a white piece of something? That would be amazing. We've got the lace for you. Thank you, Poppet. Your ace. We have got the lace. It feels like ages since we had this on, and it's the beautiful, deep, rich royal blue lace that we have here. So you will be getting this selection. You get the beautiful square. Don't forget, you don't have to use these as a whole. You can cut off the individual flowers if you wish. You also get your heart shape as well, with that really, really nice kind of almost fleur-de-lis detail around the outside. You also get in here the flower trail, and that's got the kind of vine detail effect on there, really pretty. I've also got in here for you the other heart-esque shape, but that's with the daisy design in the centre. Don't forget, our lace is extraordinary quality, really, really super duper strong. You don't have to worry about working with this at all. It's jewellery making standard that we've gone for here. And then lastly, but by no means leastly, I think this is possibly my favourite one. Really, really beautiful detail there with the flower, and then you get all the leaves at the outside as well. So you've got the 5 different shapes there, and they're all going to be in that lovely royal blue tone. I've then got to match in with that some of your mesh. Now this is your navy wire mesh. We're going to be working with this later on. This is your 3mm gauge mesh. If you've not seen this mesh before yet, let me just show you. This is how it comes on the spool. So it looks finer than our original that we used to have. But actually the way in which you work with this, it gives a completely different feel and look. And we're going to be showing you how to create earrings with this today, as well as talking a little bit about other ways in which to use it. So we're going to be having a look at that, and you've got meters, and you've got about 5 yards of this in total. I've then got gemstones that go perfectly with this. 2 strands and a cabochon. Have a look. So in here we have your lapis lazuli in the faceted rounds, 2mm on those. Lovely to see your lapis lazuli with a little bit of extra detail with that facet, because actually what happens, it's very rare do we facet lapis lazuli because it is a bit tricky to do so, but it's really nice when we do, I think, because actually what happens is as the light hits the facets on these, not only do you get that ping back, the reflection back of the light, but also you get that submetallic luster as well of the inclusions within it. It's a really, really nice effect, very high end. I've also got in here this really beautiful plain rounds. Of the plain rounds we have got, what size are these ones, Helena? 6mm? Yes, sapphire blue quartzite, they are 6mm here for you today. And you have got 90 carats worth of these in total. And if you look at the colour palette of all of those together, it does go sensationally well, doesn't it? Does go sensationally well, doesn't it? It really does. I've got another gemstone to add to this collection, which I just wanted to show you separately so you can really get a feel for this. It is your real deal blue tiger's eye. It is, what did you say then, love? It's 40 by 30mm. You've got 60 carats worth on this in total. Again, it's really hard to show you the beautiful chatoyancy of this due to the lights, but you are still getting a feel for it. It is a beautiful gem, and the fact that you still get that chatoyancy on the back goes to show you the quality of this. It's a beautiful gemstone which we all love and adore, and we are going to be showing you how to we're showing you how this can be put into a beautiful kind of a bangle piece today. Really pretty. I've then got for you your country Hessian. Now this is fantastic because you've got the Hessian in the centre, which is really soft. Got to be honest, when you think Hessian, do you think bag for life? Because I did. When I first hear the word Hessian, that's what I think. I think bag for life, and you think rough and you think scratchy. This genuinely isn't. genuinely isn't. It is so soft. In fact, it's almost got a velvet-like feel to it in a way, hasn't it?
It's very smooth.
Very
smooth. Very smooth.
Very smooth. Very soft.
But manipulative. You can just manipulate it into any shape you need to. Brilliant.
Because of course you have the wire on the outside of this. So can you see at the top and the base that's got wire encapsulated in it? So you can see that it's flattened, but you can, and it does hold its shape because it has got that wire in the center, so you can do beautiful shapes with this. We'll talk more about it later on, but it's great because it's not then just a ribbon, but it is a 3.5 centimeter as well, which is about 35 mil in its height. So plenty of that. Honestly, if you've not bought this one before, get this kit now because it's genuinely the softest thing. It doesn't feel like Hessian at all. It really doesn't. I've then got for you some of your Sutage cord as well. Now, Sutage of course is a medium, but you don't have to necessarily work and do Sutage with the Sutage cord at all. If you are into Sutage, well, it's great to have this back with us, and I do have some Sutage coming up for you later on, and some essentials that you might need. I do like to test people now, see if they've got their eyes peeled, just with little dancing products. That's coming up in a bid and a bundle. So if you are into your Sutage, you'll know exactly what this is for, but you can kumihimo with it, and we'll be showing you how to use it in slightly different ways today. So we have got this beautiful effect that goes great with that super soft Hessian. Let's reiterate, you're getting the Sutage, you're getting 10 meters of the Hessian, you're getting that blue mesh, you're getting all of this lovely, wonderful effect of the really strong, perfect for jewellery making lace. We're getting the blue sapphire quartzite with the lapis lazuli that's faceted, and you're getting that blue tiger's eye piece as well. Loads in here, isn't there? Loads! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 individual pieces. 12, is it? Even if we count that as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 individual products, that's a lot, isn't it, in a kit? We have got a decent quantity of this, and that's the only reason we're about to do the price that you're about to see on screen. Today, your price. That's not it. Of course it's not. Of course it's not that price. It should be, and if you were to buy these individually, it would be that price. Not today though, at all. Nowhere near. Your price point today isn't nearly £39, which is still great. It's actually £24.95.
Very good.
But it's really good, isn't
Very
it?
good. Very good.
And how much would you sell, for example, the dragonfly piece for that we'll look at in a bit?
That I think quite easy for 25, maybe £30, because if you've got your stones, you've got your lace, you've got your wire.
And you've
It's
got
just-
your money back on that one piece?
Yeah.
For the
but
whole
it's unique.
kit?
Yeah, it's unique, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely agree
Yeah.
with that completely. It's a stunning effects that you're getting with this. It really, really is. £24.95 for you today. Is Amber playing up? It is, isn't it? We are finding it a little bit tricky to see who's coming in for this at the moment, purely because we've basically got this new system, and we got a new system this morning, and you know when you get a new system at work and the computer goes and crazy. So I can't actually tell you what our quantity is right now because we can't actually see it. But what I will say is keep coming in for it. I can't give you a quantity checkup because our Amber basically is not actually showing us the real quantity of people coming in for this. So do just bear with us and we'll try and get that all sorted. But do check out because I can't give you a quantity checkup. Hello, lovely.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. I am.
Good. What would your Groundhog Day be this year? Or afternoon? Doesn't have to be anything major.
Do you know what? It's actually going to work with your channel really well.
Really?
And I'd like to say a big thank you to Mark, your guest designer.
Yes.
And I'll tell you why, is because at home on Sunday,
Yeah.
my husband wasn't around, so he couldn't say don't do that.
Okay.
I got pliers, I got neck curtain wire, I got J-hooks, and I went into my craft desk. I've got a craft desk very similar to this, and it opens out. And inside that, I watched Mark present his paste table.
Yes.
and I've got this side cupboard that comes out. It's a door in my craft desk, and it's got the felt at the back, and it's got a good few inches of width on it.
Okay.
As sturdy as what would you say this is? I don't know.
Yeah, approximately kind of 7 or 8 centimetres, so a good few inches.
So I looked at that and I thought, I've seen this before, and I thought, this is wasted space. I've had this desk for a year now, so I thought, I'm going to have a go at what Mark did.
Brilliant!
And I have saved so much, honestly, I've saved so much space. And I've got everybody who came to the house, I said, come and have a look what I've done today. And everybody goes, oh no. And I am so proud of it.
Oh, good,
yeah, I've got some
well
pictures, so I probably could put them up on Facebook.
Oh, well done.
But I've managed to get about 4 boxes worth of jewellery hooked on this door.
That's fab.
And the storage is fantastic.
It saves so much space, and you're using something you probably weren't using that much before.
Yeah,
fantastic.
You know my son actually turned around and he said, you know the people that open up the coats and they've got all the watches in the old.
Oh, I know what you mean. Sunglasses and watches. Yeah.
As I opened up the door, he went, oh, it looks like that.
Oh,
so
I love.
That is my
That's
day.
the one. That's the day that you would relive.
Oh,
Do
really
keep
just-
messaging us in. Any of your Groundhog days from this year? Something's happened this year that you've just loved and enjoyed. Let us know about it. And should we have a nosy at some of these pieces, please, because they're just beautiful. Can you tell me your inspiration behind these, please, Irene?
Well, first of all, like you said about the Hessian wire, it's fabulous. But we're looking at the actual product now. What I'm looking at is the lace.
Okay.
I'm also looking at your wire mesh,
Yes.
which I absolutely love. And one of the first things that I loved was the way that you put the colours together. The beautiful natural with this beautiful strong navy blue.
Yeah.
And I think they go so well together, honestly. They are beautiful. And you've got 2 sort of mediums here. You've got a soft, light product, and then you've got what you think is a heavy product. But like you said, when you touch it, it's light.
Yes, it is.
It's you can just manipulate it to whatever shape you want. And you can sew, weave, plait, pleat, roll. You can do so much with it. I found it hard to stay focused on what I needed to do.
you were doing.
Yeah, but they all work really, really well. But I think when you see it on the screen, you've mentioned it, and I was just watching the way that you've pulled it across the screen. I liked what I've seen, but what I don't think you realise is how much is actually in the kit, because I don't think the picture gives it that justice of the amount of quantity you're getting in the kit.
It's loads, isn't it?
Yeah, and honestly, I've
Absolutely
got all this sort of left from
Wow.
one that I've used.
That's
there
amazing.
Are 10 metres.
You've even created
It's
this,
stunning.
and you've still got all of that left
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It
Yeah.
goes far then.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, lovely ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be showing you how to use a tool today, aren't we?
Yeah.
And it's to create this look here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to bring you this tool first because I've got a decent enough quantity, but possibly not as many as you would hope for. I do have about 90 of them. I'm going to bring you the tool first, and then we're going to show you exactly how to use it. So first off, talk to me about the kind of look that we're getting with this tool.
Well, first of all, the tool that you've got is quite an easy tool to use. I think it's a up-to-date product of things that were used years ago, what we used to call like a cork doll.
Yeah.
Now the good thing about this is what you can use is you have got 2 sizes on our website. We've got a 3-pin and a 5-pin. Now the hole inside is slightly bigger on the 5-pin, which helps you put a bigger stone to weave through it. Okay.
Just to let you know, the 5 one that we've got on the website at the moment, we're not actually sure whether or not it's got quantity to it. So just to let you know that we have got the 3 on today, though.
Well, what you can do, you see, is you can use wire. You can use beading cord. You can use your Sutage if you wanted to, and you can use lots of different gauges on there as well. So you can actually use this tool just with a wire, which is what we've done in the bracelet. I've done lots of different techniques. I've encased
Gemstones.
Yeah, gemstones inside, or I've actually added them onto the wire first and then weaved with it. So you can add them as you go that way, or if you want to use the wire, you just do the wire on its own or the beading cord, because I've got a few examples to show you on that as well.
Yeah, so if you've got other examples of how this effect looks. So this is using this tool, so that's one effect.
So the bracelet that you see there is where we've added the beads into.
And we'll be showing you how to do it soon.
Brilliant, okay. This one here, if we show you here, this is where I've added them onto the 3. We call it a 3-pin tool. Okay.
Our wooden 3-pin knitting spool,
okay. So that one there is where we've just done 3 and we've encased them, but I've added any sort of gemstone on top of the wire or cord first, and then worked with it at that time.
Brilliant.
Then what we have used is we've used our fantastic
satin cord.
Yep, satin, which it's a 1 mil, okay, and I absolutely love this. I think that's quite great.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is all just working with that tool. Has a bit of stretch to it. It's all just working with this tool.
Yep, yep. And what that does there is it's also showing you a few loops there. So I'm thinking you could have jump rings and have your gems coming off it.
Yeah, like a charm style almost.
Yeah,
Love
you
that
could
idea.
do some coils and you could thread them through. So you could have some wire work through there. So this could be a base to do so much, and it's really soft. But if you've got a lot of the guide jewelleries that you need, you don't. This is a fantastic. In fact, actually, one of the lads that came round to see my son, he said, I really like that. And I said, okay, there you go then. And I just tied it round his wrist. He went out all weekend, and when I seen him later on in the week, he turned around and he said, I've still got my bracelet on.
Aww.
And all we did was we literally tied it round the wrist, and I like to do that. And a lot of the lads now have your pearls, and what I've done is, again, encased it there. I have used different end pieces, so they're not all the ones. You do some similar
Yeah, we're
ones
going to do beading cap type things later at some point.
Yeah, but you could make your own with the enamelled wire anyway, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, we've got some coming
nice
up
one
for you in a little bit.
Oh, fab. Okay, so that's a really easy technique where I've just wired them on together and put any sort of clasp on that. So you're going to learn that today as well.
So we're going to be looking and learning how to create those looks, and all of those looks are just with this one tool.
Yep.
It's easy peasy to use. Beginners use it.
Yes.
Straight away.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. It's really quick and easy.
Absolutely quick, easy. It's good for wire. It's kind of ergonomically designed so that you can, you know, rest it in your palm and use your thumb with it as well. You can use it with wire. You can use it with the cords, as we've seen. You can use it with beads and thread. So much you can do with this, and the price point is just £12.95.
Brilliant.
It's going to give you a totally new look, a totally different feel.
Yeah. I purchased my I bought the 2 off you. I've got 3 sizes, okay. I purchased my first one about 3 years ago in America, and it cost over $24.
Wow.
And then if I wanted to purchase in the UK to get it, and I'll be honest with you now, that's how I came across your channel.
Okay.
Because I researched so hard, honestly, this is the truth. I researched to try and get it in the UK because I knew they did different ones.
Yes.
And I was so happy I found them off you. And if you look on my purchase site, you'll see that I have actually purchased both of them from you, the 3 and the 5.
Yeah, because it's just, obviously once you buy them from another country, you'll then often have to pay quite a bit of shipping, won't you, as well?
Yeah, they're wood, they're not plastic, they're sturdy, they've got a good grip, and they
And you've had yours for 3 years and it's still going strong?
Oh gosh, yeah, it's brilliant. These are absolutely great, yeah. Really strong, yeah.
So great quality for you. It's a one-off payment essentially. It's not one of those mediums that you have to get into and you need special scissors or special this, that and the other, or stamps and cutters and everything else. Once you've got the tool, go to your heart's content.
Yep. It's a sort of tool that's in a lot of the brackets that we're doing at the moment. You know, you've got your Kumahimo, you know, that similar effect when you do it with the wire. So anybody who uses the Kumahimo board, but they want a different, because I love gadgets, if they want another tool, then this is something different, just for a change of scenery, but you want the same effect.
It does give a slightly different look. But it is a different way of producing it in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do get your hands on it whilst you can. Probably got about, heading towards my last chance saloon on this, towards it. £12.95 for you today. Well done, everyone. Let's see how it's used now, shall we? What I will say is, if you're thinking, I'll see how to get it started, great, and then I'll wait till the very end of this hour, I would say possibly don't do that, just in case it has sold out. So maybe watch the first 5-10 minutes, see whether or not you'll be able to do it, and then get your hands on it as soon as you can, because it is going quickly.
Brilliant.
Okay, let's get started.
Okay, it's brilliant, and I know that you always like to have a go, so I might get you to have a go as well in a bit. We'll see how time goes. Okay, what I've done here is I've used, we've got the 3 and the 5, but what I want to do is just, I'm going to show you in a minute how to encase the actual beads into it, which I'm sure you can see really roughly how to do it straight away by looking. I thought what we'll do is we use the
satin cord.
Yep. Because if we use our satin cord, I think visually we're going to see it better. Okay. Now, we've also got, you know, with the Kumahimo, you've got your weights that you can use. You could always just put your cord down the bottom, hold it with the weight. If not, just hold it around like that. Okay, it's just one more thing you've got to think about. If not, hold it with the weight, just tie a little loop, hang it onto the weight, and let that do the rest for you.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what we need to do is, if we look at it from, you know, a bird's eye view, I always find that looking from a clock face, it tends to be easier to do. Okay, so let's think of a 12 o'clock, my 12 o'clock, my 3 o'clock, and my 9 o'clock. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the cord and I'm going to bring it above my 3 o'clock, bring it round, and then I'm going to head up to the outer side of my 12, coming round to a 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay, then I'm going to bring it down to the bottom of my 9 o'clock and bring it round my 9 o'clock, and then I'm going to go back across to my 3 o'clock. That gives me a triangle.
I see, yes, there's a triangle in the centre. Yeah.
Now, what you do then is you process, and this is literally all you're doing. Now that gives me a loop on each side.
Yep.
Okay. What I'm going to do then is my 3 o'clock strand is going to come up to the outside of my 9 again, round, and that gives me a second loop across my 12 o'clock.
I see, so you can see that from the side there, can't you?
I can just come over that again for you.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start 3, up to 12, round to 9, back to 3.
Yeah.
Then we're going back up to 12. It's a looping process. Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm just going to hold that with my thumb. You'll find your own way of holding it, but I'm going to hold it with my thumb. And I'm going to take my pokey tool. Now you can use a fine crochet hook if you had to.
Okay.
All right. But
this does come with it. It does come in the kit.
Yeah, it's just that I know that some people tend to lose them, so don't panic. But this is the best tool. I can't use a crochet hook personally, but you can. Now what I'm going to do, that gives me 2 loops. I've got one at the top and one at the bottom loop, and just get it round and hooked under.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm going to take that and I'm going to, the first bit is always harder, okay, because I'm holding that strand right at the bottom to show you. So I'm going to put my thumb there, and then I'm going to bring that, my index finger there, and I'll bring that over. Okay. Now, so I can always work from a 12 o'clock position, I'm going to turn it round one time. So my 9 o'clock ends up being my 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bring the cord from 12 o'clock round again, and this is all we're going to do. Take the bottom. See how the first one was the hardest because I was holding the string so much because I didn't put weight on it.
Didn't put weight on it, yeah, I see.
Okay, if I did, that would have been better. So now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to bring, now what you will see is this is going to be quite loose. Don't panic about that, especially when you're working with wire, the one that you've just made, because what happens is the cord rectifies itself.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't worry.
Yeah, I'm going to bring that round there. Now I might have the tail of the actual underneath. Don't worry about that. Just bring that over. Now I'm going to pull.
Pull from the bottom.
Yep. And
so it's going inside.
Yeah. Okay. Round, under and off. Round, under and off, and pull. Okay.
Oh
now
wow, how easy is that?
Yeah, honestly, it's lovely. It's really, really nice. It looks a bit technical at first, but don't panic. Honestly, it's really good. And you can see the pattern starting to work now. Okay. And then we pull it down. So all we need to do is we go from 1 and we're turning it clockwise.
Yeah.
Round, under, and done. Now, some people do actually just don't bring it round. They sometimes just go round the back of it and bring it that way. That is harder. So please remember, round, hold it, under and off. And if you say that in your head, it's really, really good, honestly. It remembers. So round, under and off. and pull.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we have a look at that from the side? Do you mind?
Yeah, of course you
just
can.
because if you do that slowly
Yeah.
again, just because from the top it's quite hard to see which one you're pulling.
Right,
So if you
okay,
hold it
so,
upwards
yeah,
like
there
you
we
were
go.
before,
Yeah,
perfect,
okay.
and then just carry on. We'll do
Yeah.
it at this angle.
Okay.
So it's round, and then when we say
Yeah, my hook is going to
on the bottom,
Yeah, the bottom loop.
yeah,
I'm holding the top one with my thumb.
yeah,
And I'm literally going to go
the bottom
under,
loop pulls it over,
yeah.
and then pull from the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
perfect. Yes.
Yep, we'll do one more.
So round.
Hold it with your thumb.
Bottom one goes over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can pull it if you want to.
Perfect.
All right.
I see. Yeah.
And
Fab.
this is very similar to what they used to do the corking. And I have actually got a cork doll that my mum gave to me when I was about 18.
All right.
Well, no, it's got to be
shit.
before that.
Oh wow.
And it's a great item, but the trouble is the prongs on them are not what we need to do for this today and age products, you know, cording and wires and everything.
Yeah.
So that's literally all we're going to do.
So I'll let you carry on and do that just so we can see it building up when it'll come
Yeah.
out the other side in a second. And just whilst you're quickly doing that, I've had loads of messages in about my dancing product earlier on. Some people missed it, some people saw it and need to know when it's on. I'm going to do it for you right now. Get yourself on the phone if you want it. It's coming in a great bundle, and I promise your bundle is going to be a fab price. Okay, so let's have a little look at exactly what we've got here, shall we? You've got 4 packs of your Sutage cord. Now, we've said already it's for Sutage, but we can use this with it.
Yeah,
We can
absolutely.
do this. We can use this tool
Yeah.
and do this technique
Yep.
with this cord.
Yep.
That's going to give you a real nice look.
Oh, do you know, it's beautiful. And if you think you've got 2 tones in there, haven't you? You've got 2
Yeah,
colours.
you've got a few. Yeah,
Fabulous.
gorgeous effect. So you are going to be getting 4 packs of this. You have got that beautiful, beautiful rose merlot stripe. You've also got in here the bright canary yellow Sutage. Don't forget as well, our Sutage cord is super duper durable. It does have that ditching, so if you are into things like your stitching, this is perfect for it. Absolutely perfect, even if you have dexterity problems with that sort of thing. Usually it's 3 mil and you get 3 yards on each. I've also got your bright post box red, and I've also got your beautiful gentle custard tone as well. So you get 4 packs there in total. These are normally our price is around the £2 mark, so £2, £4, £6, £8 worth ish there. You're then getting your Eslon.
I love that.
You do love
I
Eslon,
really
don't you?
do. I really love
isn't that
that.
colour gorgeous?
No, perfect time of year, isn't it? That kit is perfect time of year.
Why do you love Eslon so much? I'm presuming we could Eslon this.
Well, yes, but
could use a
multitude. You can
technique.
sew, you can crochet with it, you can add it to you can wire, you could wrap it around any crystals that you've got as well. So you can sew with it. You can. Oh, do you know? There's just so much.
So
you can do
much.
with it.
Sutage with it, of course.
But
you can keep a hemo. You can use this tool.
Yeah, you can twist it quite a few times together, and then you can make another braid just as it is.
That's fantastic,
And wear
isn't
it.
it?
Yeah.
Because you get so much of this. It's sort of 70 metres, isn't it? Yeah, 70 metres you get. And the great thing about your Eslon is it's 0.4 mil. So that means it's over half the size that we're used to working with. So it goes through even things like your gems of distinction strands and those tricky little fiddly pearls. And then the one we've all been waiting for.
I love that.
Why do all of our customers, all of our guest designers, all of our workshop goers go crazy over high post cement?
It's brilliant for your wire looks now. Brilliant, because that is what I've sealed the tails of the earrings together.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's what we've done with the leaves and everything, and it's fine. It's delicate, but it's strong and it's clear. So
Perfectly clear.
you don't know it's been used.
At all.
If you want a clear finish without a lump of glue showing, perfect.
It has your precision nozzle, so you can get into all those little nooks and crannies. It is super duper strong. You can use it with things like your wire, which we have actually used here. You've used it in these earrings to keep that mesh looking in this shape. We'll talk to you more about how to create these later on. But you've used it to create these and keep the shape of this. You can use it with your Sari thread that we had on earlier. You can use it with things like your wire and your Sutage and your Eslon. It's precision nozzle, and honestly, if you've never tried this before, give it a go, because Alison Harry goes crazy for it. Gemma Crow goes crazy for it. Debbie Bulford absolutely loves it. There's so many of our guest designers could not talk up a glue anymore. It's just a fantastic product. Your price point today...
That's really good.
It's not actually a price, though. It's not actually a price. We're taking it down. We are taking it down. Bear in mind, your Sutashes are usually around £2 each.
Yeah.
£2, £4, £6, £8 for the Sutash. It's £9.95.
I need that.
It's £9.95 for you. I have seen this product at that price, just this.
Yes.
So it's like you're buying this and you're getting all of that, including the Esfon for free. That price point's astonishing, isn't it?
I've got that in my bag, honestly. It's I've had it ages. You don't need a lot, and it goes a long way.
Absolutely.
Honestly, it's a must-have tool. It is a product you need in your toolkit.
It really, really is, and it will last and last and last. It's got the fine precision nozzle as well, but the great thing about it is it has, in the lid, it has like a little stopper, so you don't get that horrible thing of where you glue it shut all the time.
If
Do you know what I mean?
If you're making beautiful, delicate bracelets and you're using nylon thread, or you know, the clear core, you know, the fine nylon threads or elastic, clear elastic,
like your monofilament or your elastic,
yeah. Once you've done your knot and you've threaded it, you just a little bit, and that is the blessing on the cake.
It's keeping it there, isn't it? I've never heard the blessing on the cake,
today,
but I love it.
It's
At £9.95, it is like Christmas, Irene. You're right. You're absolutely right. Well done, everyone who's coming through for this. Lots of multi-buyers. We hardly ever have this product on, let alone at that price. So get it whilst you can. Once it is sold out, which looks like it might be in the next couple of minutes, we will bring the kit back up for you. So get in whilst you can, real quick. Okay, I'm back with you. You've been. Oh, look how quickly that's grown. Look, this is how it comes out at the end of the tool. That's how quickly this has grown from the tool.
And when I was saying about coiling it, if I just show you that, if we coil this round, just like this is just one more idea that we could have. Coil it round like that. Put a beautiful gemstone on top, put it on a ring.
Done and dusted in moments. And actually, if you glued it like that, you could keep that going as the ring piece, so it'd fit everybody, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You could do quite a few of them together and have it as a beautiful bracelet as well.
I love that idea. What a fantastic tool.
I love it.
Great. Super easy. Yeah, I can tell you do. Super easy. Fantastic.
The other thing that I just wanted to show you then, so obviously once you've got to that stage there, and this is the 5-prong one, okay?
Same in essence. Same technique, etc. Yeah.
Well, because it's a thicker cord, obviously it's taking up more space inside.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a problem. But when it's a finer gauge wire, you're either going to add if you were adding some stones, crystals, gems, anything that you feel is the right thing to put on there.
Yeah.
All you would do then is, as we go round, you would bring up a gemstone, you would work round the next one, and obviously the gemstone would just stay here, and then you would carry on your work, and that would be as simple. Okay, if we're going to add the actual stones to the centerpiece, which the 5 works brilliant for that. The 3 one is great to encase them and give it a flat look. So you know the beautiful gemstones we've got with a flat look. If you use the 3-prong, what you do then when it comes out, squish the wire, and it actually brings the stones fabulous together. And then all we would do with this is literally pop a few in, work around, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around, and you'd be working. And then once you've encased that with the amount of stones you want, you just carry on, and then you've done it. Okay?
Yeah, I see.
How you would finish it there. All right? And that is that.
That is just so fantastic, isn't it? The spool is at the bottom. These are the types of pieces you can learn how to make. This one, you can create this look, as we've said earlier. Also, this look too. All of these, just with that tool, completely different looks, totally different effects. It's fantastic, isn't it? £12.95 for that tool is sensational. Get the high post cement bundle whilst you can, because I think I've only got probably about 30 of them left at this moment in time. So please do check out the baskets. El basket. Beautiful. Now, with the hypo cement, which you've got your chance to get your hands on, we will be bringing you and showing you how to do these earrings next with that hypo cement. But also, you will probably want to get your hands on some more mesh, because let's face it, these earrings are so stunning. You probably just don't want to just create them in blue. You'll probably want to create them in an array of colours, and I've got the opportunity for you to do that right now. We're going to be showing you how to make these, and realistically, the main things you need for it are the main components anyway are your hypo cement, which you've just had, and the mesh. So let's bring you the mesh now in a different variety. You've got the larger mesh. This is our original mesh, 6mm on this, and you have got your meters worth in gauge. It's that gorgeous cocoa colour. We've seen loads and loads of designer inspiration with the meshes over the last few years. 2013 saw Gemma Crow winning Best Design of the Year using this product. It is a wonderful, versatile product for us to work with. You've also got the lilac rose in here as well. It's a beautiful colour, the lilac rose. It's got the undertones of the blue and the purple and the pink in there. It's really very pretty. And this again is your 1 meter 6mm gauge, and they do come in the little screw cap tops. Great just for storage, great for storage of anything that you're working with, really. You've also got in here your cocoa wire mesh, but this is your thinner gauge, the same colour but half the thickness in a sense. So you've got 3mm on here, and then you have your purple mesh as well, which is your 1mm. So this is your super duper fine. So if I show you the differences, you've got the 1mm, which is super duper fine, still makes it workable, and you have the 3mm as well. So this is what we're talking about when we talk about the gauges. And then you've got the 6mm, which are in the selection, and the 6mm is double the size of this one as well. So this is your vintage chic. We will be showing you how to work with mesh. If you haven't worked with it yet, for one reason or another, we've had loads of design inspirations based on it, loads of morning shows based on it recently. There's absolutely loads on our JewelleryMaker YouTube for you to get involved with. And don't forget, you can watch us back on the night shows as well. You have got 4 sets here. Your price.
Nope, I'm with you.
You're right there, love.
Yep, I'm just getting me glue.
Just getting some glue. Just getting me glue.
I'm just thinking, well, I can show you how to do it with that, you said.
Yeah, you can. That's not your price. It's not nearly £14 for all of them. Still a great price, though. Your price is actually £7.95 for all 4 of these today. What do you think of that price?
That is brilliant. Really, really good. There is so much you can do with this, and it goes so far.
Doesn't
I mean,
it?
if you think about one pair of earrings, you could quite easily retail those at £9.99 a pair. Quite easy. You've got, what, 10 metres, I think, if I remember, earrings.
That's amazing, isn't it? Amazing.
Imagine Mark, he'd have to get another tool case where he to fit them in.
Have a little look. This is another piece that we've done with the mesh as well. It just goes to show you, you can almost weave a detail with it, but also you can stretch it out to give that beautiful natural veining effect that you get in here. Really fab product, and we'll see how to use it to create these earrings now. Again, do be quick, it is going quickly. Once that's gone, we'll put back on the screen possibly the hypo cement, because we need that for this piece as well. Okay, let's find out how to make these earrings then.
Okie. Well, what we're going to do is, you don't need much product, to be honest. We just need a few little beautiful gemstones, some head pins, and a few little findings, jump rings, that's it. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to create, and it's really good fun, this is. Really, really good fun.
That's always good. We like that.
Really
crafting that's fun.
Yeah. And we're actually going to make this comb, but the more I was making them, I was actually thinking it looked a little bit like a pixie hat as well. So you imagine making some little people out of it and that as well.
Polymer and that as a little hat. Really good idea. Love that.
So that was just another idea. But anyway, we're with our fantastic tool.
Your Y2Y comb?
Yep. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the what colour did we call this one?
Navy.
Okay, I love this colour.
It's fab, isn't it?
And what we do is, it's actually woven into a tube, so we need to open that out.
Okay.
So you just get the tips and you open it out. I first made the first pair of earrings was, I found if I just take it a little bit and just tease it over a bit at the end, so you manipulate it by pulling it out slightly into a circle, okay, and just don't worry about the wispy pieces, because what will happen is we can just snip them off once they've been secured. and we just bring it out into a little cone like that.
Okay.
And then all I need to do, let the tool do the rest of the work for me. And all I'm going to do then is just slide it on, just like you would do with a pair of tights. Just gently slide that on, okay? And then if it does poke out of this top piece here, just move it back again and then just gently slide it on.
Okay.
And what I did find, Becky, was that if I just did that, that's okay. But if I wanted more depth of the blue, then I'll just slide it down a little bit more.
Oh, I see. So you can give it as a denser look as you want.
Yeah, and it gives it a stronger look. And if you look here, this is where I've shaped it even more so.
Yes, I see.
And that gives it that little bit more of a blue. But if you wanted it more of a skeleton look, then do it less of.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah, good tip.
Yeah, I like it. It's just so much fun, this is. Okay, and then what I did then was I got myself some PVA glue. And I just put in a little tube, because what I do tend to do is get quite messy. I also got myself a little wet wipe as well, so that'll be for after. But all you need to do is get yourself a little paintbrush,
Yeah.
hold it at the bottom, and then just paint it on.
So you're painting it onto the wax comb. Doesn't do it any damage. That's great.
No, it's really good. So it's not a problem, and all you need to do afterwards, if you want to, is wipe it with a wet wipe, or just run it under the tap.
Oh, how easy is that?
Yeah, so that's that. Now, I don't have to wait for it to dry, all right, because what I can do, I'll just move it away.
Yeah.
Wasn't I nice and clean and tidy then?
Well done. Yeah, good on you.
What I did do actually was I just put a little bit on the end there, because that just keeps it together a bit better.
Good tip.
Okay, now what I do is I take one of our lovely finding ear back sets, okay, and it's got the loop on it, and then what I do then is I just take a pair of flat nose and open it out. Like
Just to
that.
let you know that once everyone checks out, the vintage chic has gone, so if you're on the phone, you've still got a chance to seal out of a basket, so do so. The hyper cement's coming back up for the main graphic.
Oh, good. Well, I opened it out to see if it was okay, but the actual piece is together lovely. So I sometimes open it out to click it back in,
Just
but
check
it's
it.
fine.
Don't need to. Fab.
So my loop is quite neat. All I need to do then is snip off a small amount. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to thread that through my ear loop.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you see me there? I'm just going to hold it.
Yeah, we can.
I'm going to make a loop, and I'm just literally going to tie it in like that.
Okay.
This is the only part where you would get messy. Okay. And I've just put a little bit of a knot there.
Okay.
Then what I can do then is I can bring that down, make sure it's all nice and clean, which it is, and it's all gooey. I suppose the word's gooey, isn't it, really? But there we go. Okay.
Sticky.
Yep. Now, you've got two options. I do like to use this, okay, a hyper cement. If not, what you can do is, if you want to, but I still think it doesn't secure it as much
as the hypo cement.
No, but you can put that on if you want to, okay, like that.
But the hypo cement's the best one. Oh yeah, because already that
Definitely.
look, that's coming off already, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's okay, but I always do it with hypo cement, but I like to do it afterwards when it's dried.
When it's dried. Brilliant.
Yeah. All right, so all you need to do then is just snip that off a little bit, okay, take it off. Now, this is where you do need to just hang it onto something, because it will, once it's pressed, it's not quite dry yet, so you do need to hang that onto something just to let it free dry.
Just like your earring stand, for example.
Perfect. Okay, so we've got one just here. Okay, that's what it'll come out like, nice and strong. But what I'm going to do is, don't worry about it just getting out of shape a little bit. What we're going to do now is we are going to get a little bit of the chain. All right, I'm just going to take that end piece off there, and then I'm going to sneaky, because I like it dry for it to go through, I'm literally just going to thread this down like that. I'm hoping it'll work because it's wet, but, and then what I'm doing, nothing too hard, I'm literally going to poke it just through the wire mesh. And that's a good thing about this product, you can actually poke it through and it looks good.
Yeah.
Okay, and then once again, all I'm going to do then is, this is why I wanted to check I have got an open earring finding. Literally going to open out my earring finding, put that through and close it up. As you can see, it's not difficult, is it? It's quite
No,
an easy thing to
absolutely.
do. Okay, then all we need to do then is we just need to see what drop we want, basically.
How large you want it?
Yep, how long it wants to fall. So I'm going to go probably about here. I'm going to snip off some of the chain, take that out, which is done. That's ready. Then I'm going to get one of our pretty head pins with the flower on. Beautiful bead, nice gemstone. And then all we're going to do is make a nice, there we go, turn it to the side.
Yeah.
And just make a nice, I always tend to make, when I make my jump, my loop for my actual piece, is I always use the distance of my finger.
Oh, good tip.
Yeah, because that just tends to give me the right amount. Right, obviously snip off heading downwards, don't fire your guns anywhere.
Of course.
And then all we do, twist the wrist and make a nice loop.
Fab.
And we'll open that one out, pop it onto our earring. And if you think I'm explaining this now, but you imagine how quick you could be doing this now.
Yeah, of course.
And
Just doing it yourself.
Yeah, and how many you could make. And it's a little bit different, so people are going to like it, aren't they?
How gorgeous is that? Really pretty, isn't it? Easy peasy, done and dusted. Going to keep it shaped beautifully. Really, really funky little design.
And then snip that off as well. Any loose ends, you can just snip it off when it's dry. You know, the actual.
Yeah, fab.
Yeah,
Keeping
see
it in place.
stretched up a bit.
That is beautiful. Now, we've had some messages in about your bracelets, and you were talking about your bead ends. We have got
Yeah.
some cap ends now. Now, why are these cap ends so important for designs like this?
Well, when you're doing wire work is always beautiful, but you do need to give it a smooth, neat finish. Because you get lots of loose ends, but also the finishing touch is the most important.
Yeah.
It makes it classy. That end cap that you've got there is absolutely
Goes
beautiful.
perfectly,
I
actually,
love
with the
it.
colours,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Goes fab.
Now, with that one, I would use a little bit of E6000, and I would just pop that into the end. So, for example, with your beading cord,
Yeah.
see, we could just snip that off like this, and I have got some of our E6000 on me. But all I would do is I'll get that out, show you.
These are coming up on your screen right now, just to let you know. You've got charm hangers in here as well. You've got the essential oval jump rings for these two. You've also got your toggle clasps as well.
Do you know how hard it is to get those type of products that you've got in there?
It's
those
tricky, isn't it?
finding. But look at all the shapes and the different sizes you've got. And you know, I'm looking at those now, and you know the earrings that I've just made. Why don't you make a multitude of those, have them coming off sideways off a beautiful necklace?
Oh, gorgeous idea. Love that
Different,
idea.
like a step effect. Be
Yeah,
really lovely,
yeah.
wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, that's all you need is a little tadge
Yeah.
of E6000. I know we always say a tadge.
Love
Do
Taj.
you like that?
That's good. I like Taj.
Give it a bit of tadge.
A little bit of Taj.
All right.
Sorry if I've offended anyone.
No, you can. We're tough. Okay. All you do, just pop the end in there.
Okay.
Okay. And there we go. There's no use for your tool.
Great. Put
Pop
it
that in. Yeah.
Perfect.
Just use that and pop that in there. Let's see, like that. There you go. I'll probably put a little bit much. I do tend to like to use my scissors. Sorry. There we go. Just pop that in. There we go. And the good thing about the E6000, there's quite a lot in there actually. Come out quite quick. You can use a wet wipe or let that dry. When it's E6000, let it dry, and it sort of goes a bit like, you know, when you have glue on your hands and you peel it off.
Yes, yeah.
I love doing that.
Oh yeah, I used to as a kid all the time.
Yeah. So let that dry, and then you can just peel it off. It's not a problem.
Great.
But yeah, that's it.
Perfect. So that's how you use them. Let's have a look at what we get in here, because these are really nice. They're the faceted ends that we've got. Take a look. So you've got different sizes. You have seen these before, but never by themselves. You've always had to buy them as part of a bundle in previous occasions. You get two of this size, which is the 8mm. You see, it's got that gorgeous domed end, and then it's got kind of the facets at the side and then at the base. You've got your 8mm pair. You've got your 6mm pair. you've got your 4mm pair, and you've got your 2mm pair as well. You also have your charm hangers, which actually, if I may, would look great on something like this, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Just to hang off your charms, hang your gemstone off it, or your polymer clay from it, whatever it might be. This is the weave that lovely Irene did us before with that spool that I'm not sure if we've got any left of, but if we do, we'll let you know. We do, we have just a couple of that tool. So they're great for hanging your charms from, for your kumi himo, etc. Go on, what are you going to say, love?
That one's really good for the small ones.
Yeah, your Eslam. Yeah, perfect.
Really dainty.
Eslam, really dainty.
Beautiful.
And then you have enough pairs of toggle clasps to create all your looks and your finishes. So you get 4 pairs of the toggle clasp, so 8 pieces in total, and you also get the oval loop jump rings. Now the oval loop jump rings are really important because of the shape of these. You need it to be the oval effect, so you still got enough movement to attach toggle clasps. So you've got enough here to make 4 individual pieces, necklace pieces or bracelet pieces. You could, don't forget, just use these end caps as something of a start to a tassel, for example, if you wanted.
You can use them as a feature.
Yeah,
they don't
absolutely.
have to be, a finding that you're going to use with something. They can be a feature, can't
Yeah,
they?
absolutely. And even for this piece here, for example, if you just cut a bit off and frayed it a bit, just as a pendant, done and dusted, isn't it? Easy.
Very nice.
So you've got 25 pieces here, loads of these going. Gorgeous rose gold, real rose gold plating, by the way, not rose gold coloured, rose gold plating. That's 9 carat rose gold over the top of these. Your price point today is just £7.95 for you today.
Very good.
£7.95. They are going really, really quickly, so get them whilst you can. Well done to absolutely everybody who's getting your hands on those today. £7.95 for you.
I was just thinking we need to show people how to finish this
Finish the pieces off. Yeah, perfect.
That's okay.
We will bring, once this is sold out in most.
Obviously, if you've got a larger loop prior to that, don't worry about it. Just keep weaving, and the actual base will pull it down into place. And then all you need to do, once you've, I'll just recap what we do. We go from a 3 o'clock over to the 12. We take the bottom loop, loop it over, and then that's done. If you want to cast off, you do the same process, loop it over, okay? But instead of leaving the actual loop on there, all you're going to do then is you're going to take that and pull it there. So it comes out as a cord strand rather than a loop, and that's your first one taken off. Then we're going to repeat it around the next one, under and off, and then you're going to take that again and pull the loop and make it into a cord strand.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, and then the last one, so all you need to do, you can at this time then, one thing that you can do, your under loop, by the way, if you want to get, if you find it not as clear to see, when you actually go to do your rotating movement by picking your bottom loop up, always push the loop down, and then it makes it a bigger hole for you.
Great, got you.
Because I forgot to mention that. But then bring it round again, take the bottom loop, and if you're left-handed, you might want to work this size. It still does the same, so don't worry. Yeah, bring that over, under, and then we're just going to take that strand off. Okay.
And that's locked it.
Yeah, and then we're done.
How easy is that? That's locked it all into place. That's such a fab tool.
It weaves lovely together. This does, the satin ribbon.
It's wonderful. I've got 3 of this product, the Rose Gold Findings pack, left, and I've got 2 in baskets. So do check out, because there are people on the phone. Thank you so much for showing us that.
But I'm also thinking now that, with the cords, why not put 2 strands together and work 2 strands at the same time?
Different colours, different texture, kind of
Black
look
and white, red and green,
And so long as you pull them over at the same time, it's going to... Oh, what a gorgeous idea.
So don't just think about adding, also think about weaving more than 1 strand together.
Perfect. What a great idea. Thank you so much for showing us that. We are going to bring this tool back up for you. I only have a handful or so left of them. It's just a wonderful, wonderful tool and a great array that you can create. Now, we are going to be talking to you more about that gorgeous Hessian wire in our second one, aren't we? What are we expecting from your second design inspiration?
You're going to learn a new technique, how to use it. You can incorporate it for Valentine, for weddings, and just to give a perfect rose to that special person you love.
Absolutely. Do stay tuned after the break. You're not going to want to miss our special pairing showcase. Me and Irene, I'll see you in a moment or 3.
JewelleryMaker are proud to announce we are the winners of 8 Make and Sell Jewellery Awards of 2014. We are happy to be the winners of the Best UK Supplier, Best Semi-Precious Supplier, Best Jewellery Making Website, Best Jewellery Making Kit, Best Rider, Best for Jewellery Making Tools, Best Bead Brand and Best TV Programme. We would like to thank all of our customers for making this possible and thank you for your continued support.
Create beautiful needle felting pieces for new and fun ideas in Gemma Crow's Needle Felting DVD. Within this DVD, Gemma will show you how to make floral, feather and basic 3D shape designs. Watch now and learn a way of blending felt into your jewellery. Get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Spinel is a historically important gemstone. It is often located in the same gravel beds as things like corundum, so your rubies and sapphires. Because it comes in the same colours, blues and reds, it's often mistaken as a sapphire. Now, this isn't to the detriment of Spinel itself. It has its own important qualities such as great RI, so it's very, very reflective, and great dispersion as well. So it shows a lot of fire as the light hits the stone. From a historical point of view, one of the main important spinels actually sits in the crown jewels, and this was for a long time believed to be a ruby, but recent gemological testing has found the Princess Ruby is actually a spinel.
JewelleryMaker is your one-stop shop
For all your jewellery making needs.
Our mission is to provide you with the best quality products.
Value for money and excellent customer service.
Come and learn with us. Tune in every day from 9 AM to 9 PM.
JewelleryMaker. Create, wear, share.
Hello everyone, welcome to Design Inspiration. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Rebecca Redican and I am joined by this lovely lady. Her name's Irene. Hi Irene.
Hello, hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
How's your challenge going? Because we're not with you for another half hour or so.
Well, that's good because I think I need to tidy up first.
Perfect. Sounds good. We have got Irene with us all day today. If you've just tuned in, what a little texting theme today. Groundhog Day it was yesterday, which essentially is all to do with a groundhog. If you're not sure what a groundhog looks like, that is what it looks like. Look at him! Oh, look at him! It's the little things. It's basically that animal there apparently is said to whisper into someone's ear and say how far off the spring is. And apparently it bit his ear, and that means that it's 6 weeks away. So we all know now, 6 weeks until spring starts, apparently. So it was Groundhog Day yesterday, and our texting is based around the film of Groundhog Day. If you could have one day this year, 2015 so far, that you could just relive a couple more times just because it was such a fab day, what would that be and why? 60777, text us in, so text with JewelleryMaker, or get in touch on jewellerymaker.com as well if you want to. Just, it's nice to be thankful, isn't it? And speaking of being thankful, you're going to be very thankful that you tuned in today, because I've got a really special showcase for you. I know that we've had pearls on left, right and centre. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not going to raise any facade about that. And I know that we've had loads and loads of ladies. I had a lady on a workshop the other day who said, counting my pearls the other day, I've got 52 strands, but it's still not enough. And I completely agreed with her, But we do love pearls and we have a lot of pearls on. You know that Helena adores pearls, and you know that I'm a bit of a stickler when it comes to pearls, so we've come together and we've decided to bring you a special interest selection of our pearls. We're then going to be doing, straight after each strand of pearls, a beautiful gemstone strand that we think would look beautiful with it for one reason or another. We're going to be talking to you a lot about braided pearls now, and we're going to start off with a beautiful strand. Where is it? With this strand, I want to talk to you about luster grading. Now, what do I mean when I talk about luster? Okay, well, essentially, I'm talking about the way in which the light interacts on the surface and reflects back images. When it comes to luster on a gemstone, you're looking for beautiful, sharp lines, and that is what this all beautiful organic does. This, for me, is the best graded luster I have ever seen on a pearl. Now, what am I talking about with the luster? Okay, so if we say just focus on one, it's easier if you just focus on one. Can you see, if you squeeze into one of them, can you see that you can actually see a reflection of the lights, can't you, in here in the studio? You can see that reflected beautifully. You can even see on one of them some of the bars, actually, can't you? Can you get in really close, Ben, or anyone? Just because I want you to be able to see. Ben's right there, look at that, as close as he can get. But just have a little look at one of them. Have a look at, you can't get focused that close. Have a little look at one of them and see what you can see reflected. So can you see, hang on, if I just, there we go. Let's have a look. So can you see, you've got the perfect lines there of the lighting. In fact, if I point here, you've actually got the light reflects, and can you see the lines of the light? That's actually the bars in the light. Now that is all to do with the luster of this gemstone. Now when we talk about gemstone luster, we are talking about a grading system of your pearls. And for me, when it comes to luster, this is one of our highest qualities. I've got the grading system picture for you here. Let's take a little look at that now, shall we? Sorry, love. Yes. So if you have a little look at this grading system here, so can you see the bottom string of pearls? The light and reflection, it's almost misty, isn't it? It almost looks a bit like a fog, doesn't it? That would be described as an A quality, which basically means it's nice reflection, but it is slightly fuzzy. The top one that you can see, the middle one that you can see is the double A. So it's got quite a good reflection, but actually there's a little bit of waviness around the arms, aren't there? But the top one is actually a quad A, so 4 A's we've got there. And can you see that you've got that beautiful straight lines? It is a really outstanding luster. You've got sharp lines there. You can almost see the imagery on this, and that is exactly what you've got on this strand of pearls here. You can actually see all of the bars and all of the lines. I would say this could be your triple A, or if not quad A luster that we have here. It's such high quality. We don't get quality like this in often at all. It's your stunning olive cultured pearls. Your price point today is just £14.95. Now, if we were to get these graded, you would be paying triple figures for a quad A luster pearl. You pay triple figures if you're going on the high street, or if you're going to go and purchase. Amber's gone. No. Sorry, we're talking about something. That internet's gone down. Has it? We'll wait it out for you. Wait a minute. So you've got £14.95. If this was given the grade of quad A, what that would mean is you would be paying triple figures just for an individual strand if we were to get this graded, because it's such a high grade amount. If you want to have a look at that picture again, you can. You see, so the bottom, we're looking at the lowest grade, so they'd be the cheapest ones in essence. You're looking at an A, so you've got slightly fuzzy, and the one at the top, you're looking at your quad A. Really outstanding lustre on those. And that is the type of lustre you've got here as well. That's the type of appeal we have here for you. £14.95. Irene, what would you do with these to really show off every individual one? Because the lustre is so impeccable, you really want to show that off, don't you?
Well, I'm thinking that I actually love the idea of the colour, so I would like to get a smaller, probably white small pearl to go with that, and sit it probably about 3 either side of it, and just have a nice dainty necklace, nothing too, because I think the colour speaks for itself.
It really does, doesn't it? And
really,
we've actually got the next strand. The next strand that I've got for you, I think, will show that really, really well. Are we bringing the Fluorite now? Have a little look. How well these go together. This is what we're talking about with our perfect pearl pairings. You've got that gorgeous lustre of these pearls, and to really showing them off, how about interspersing them with a stunning natural fluorite like this?
I'm liking that one, that's really nice.
What do you think of that as a pairing?
I love that.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of Native American and Oriental. I just love it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, really, really like that.
Isn't it?
Absolutely.
Really, really spectacular. This is your real, natural, multicoloured fluorite. I love the idea of just a strand of pearls, maybe just interspersing 1 or 3 of these beautiful drops to give a real modern twist on the classic. Because if you think, you know, of a classic necklace with a drop centre, you know, you get that idea. But because of the colour palettes of this, because we're working with fluorite, so every single one is individual and different, it's a beautiful twist on a classic. Just looking at this as a neck piece strand, I think, bearing in mind every single one of these is natural. We haven't dyed these or anything. You've got zebra in there. It's just stunning, isn't it? The way they capture the light, the way that these are going to juxtapose with that gorgeous, gorgeous lustre of those pearls. Because at the end of the day, when you're working with pearls of that quality, to be able to work with a high shine pairing like this is really going to highlight that. It's gorgeous to have in stunning fluorite of this quality in such a vast amount. Your price point today, for 135 carats worth of fluorite, this is absolutely natural. Once classed as the most colourful and loved minerals and gemstones in the world. It is a stunning, stunning array of fluorite, and I'm about to take the price down. You would be likely to pay the price you've just seen, £18, just for one individual drop on a nice piece of cord in a lot of places. You know that, I know that. You wouldn't expect to pay that for an entire strand though, would you? £10.95 for you today. On my strand I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are actually working out just over £1 a pop. That's it. How much would you pay for a sell or pay an individual genuine gemstone fluorite necklace for it? It'd be more than £1.10, wouldn't it? But that's pretty much what you're paying today. £10.95 for all of those. Well done, everyone. They're going to go great. So let's move on to our next pearl now, shall we? And our next pearl, we're going to be talking about the shape and how the shape will affect your price point. Now, shapes are interesting things. Shapes are something that can be guided when it comes to, you know, getting your pearls and creating the mollusk. We can, as a cultured profession, guide the shape slightly, but at the end of the day it is notoriously Mother Nature's decision. The interesting thing for me about the shape of pearls and price point of pearls is, depending on the type of pearls, the location of the pearls, the colouring of the pearls, etc., and always the branding of the pearls, depending upon all that, the price will change dramatically. For example, a Baroque pearl in a certain variety or type could be the lowest end in one, but actually in another type of pearl could be mid-end. The best way to describe it will be this picture I'm about to show you. So on this picture it's looking at 3 individual websites. So furthest on the, is this the right hand side of the screen, is it, Ryan? Yeah, on the right hand side of your screen you can see at the end these are 3 different types of pearls. So at the end, the cheapest side is the right side. So on one you've got the circled variety, and then the circled again, and then of another type you've got your Baroque pearl. For example, in the middle areas, you've got a midpoint of all these 3 different types. Middle point is your drop, you've got a middle one of the oval, and you've got a middle kind of off round as well, so that's price point. But look what they all have in common. Every single type of this pearl from 3 different locations, 3 different websites, the most expensive variety is the round. That's one thing that this has completely in common. And that's unusual to say, because when we talk about things like your luster is your best luster no matter what type of pearl. But actually, when it comes to shape, it varies depending on type, location, the source, the fact of it, if it's natural or water or fresh water or salt water, it all changes. Apart from the fact that when it comes to the most expensive, the most sublime, every single one says the same. Round is best. And I've got that right for you right now. It's an interesting, beautiful selection we have here. Now, I understand that the graphics say potato pearl, but read a little bit lower and you will see that it says it's not 6 by 7 mil. These are 6 to 7 mil. And if you look at these yourself, I'm spinning these. You know when you spin a potato pearl and you see the bit where it goes really up and then really down? That is not what you've got here, is it? These are round. These are as round as you like. They are described as a potato pearl, and possibly that's a way of covering our back, because maybe a few of them could be classed a bit as a potato. But you can see from the sizing, you've got a 6 to 7 mil, not by 7. When you see the usual strands of pearls, it is the times, isn't it? In fact, if you've got that olive pearls, can you put them at the bottom of the screen just so I can say exactly what I'm talking about? So those olive pearls, the high-end luster pearls that we've just had, we'll bring them in at the bottom of your screen and you'll see what I mean about the sizing. So that is a 6-7, meaning 6 to 7 mil. So some of these will be 6 mil, some of them might be a 6.5 mil, some of them will be 7 mil. But you'll see at the bottom there in the description, it's 7 times 9. So that's 7 mil at one point, around 9 mil at another. We have still got a few of that gorgeous high-end luster pearl at the bottom of your screen. Now, when we're looking at your round, we've talked to you about the fact that these, no matter what type, generally variety, etc. Obviously, things like biwa are completely different, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Generally, when it comes to that, the highest price point you will expect to pay for is the round. That's why we hardly ever have them on here. They're so hard to get your hand on. It's Mother Nature's decision whether or not to make them round. She very, very rarely does, especially with the quality of this. It's so hard to get your hands on. But like you saw in that picture, if I can show you it again, the right of the cheapest variety of pearls in each of these 3 different websites, 3 different selections. The right are the cheapest due to shape, and the ones on the left are the most expensive from 3 different websites and 3 different types and varieties of pearls. One of them, I think, is, I can't remember. I think one of them was one of them's Tahitian, and then one's freshwater, and then there's a different one. But you can see that the left, the most expensive, time and time again, is the round. So we know that this is a high-end strand, don't we? Don't we? $8.95. These are real pearls. Yeah, not shell pearls, no. These are real deal, freshwater, real stunning pearls. Can you believe that? Round pearls at $8.95. As you've just seen there from that picture, it's the highest price you can go for, because it's so hard to get. You know that Mother Nature doesn't work in round shapes usually. She doesn't tend to work in symmetry generally, does she? You know, when you think of things like your flowers and your leaves, they're all a bit different sizes. Some are a bit curled at the end, some aren't. You know, some petals are larger than others. It's not the way that she tends to work, is it? It's really not. But we've got it here today, round at £8.95. I told you this was going to be a showcase with a bit of a twist, and I did not let you down, did I? $8.95 for you today for this strand. What do you think for round pearls?
See, I'm thinking they're absolutely gorgeous, and now you're talking about me having some special pearls for a special anniversary. I'm liking this colour.
Absolutely beautiful colour,
and I had
isn't
stopped
it?
and thought about it. That is probably the type of shape pearl I'd go for as well.
Yes.
It is. But you see, what throws me out a little bit is your prices are so good.
Yes, absolutely. And it's purely because we know what we're doing when we're buying pearls, and we buy them in such large quantities. Yeah. We buy them hugely. And actually what we've been doing recently, because pearls were voted your #1 favourite organic for last year, what we've been doing of recent times, because we saw the popularity just shoot up, is as opposed to going, okay, so this strand we're going to buy 100 of this and then we'll buy 100 of this, what we've actually been going is we want 200 pearls, get us loads. Different varieties, whatever, and because of that, because we're not stating exactly the amount you need, we're getting them even cheaper, because they get to go, okay, I've got 100 of that strand, 100 of them, whatever, we'll throw them all in, and that's why we're able to get the prices so low. Real deal, genuine pearls, £8.95 for you today. Well done. We have got a perfect pairing for this, haven't we? What was it? Where? Wait, where? I can't believe I forgot about this. Wait, listen. Natural pink amethyst. Natural. Look how well they go together. Have you seen, let me talk to you about your pink amethyst, if I may. It is one of the rarest pieces in the world. Ryan, lovely man, have you got that pink amethyst slide for me? This is totally natural. I'm in Last Chance Saloon on it. I'll let you know that straight away. That means I've got 30 or less. In fact, I'm at the bar. I've got 20 or less on this. Pink amethyst is such a rarity, and it is almost impossible to get because of the mining process on this. This is your Brazilian natural pink amethyst. So I'm going to talk to you now really briefly about the mining process for this. Take a little look. So this is the area in which we get it, that red area there. Can you see where you've got the tiny, tiny arrow? That tiny, tiny arrow there, that is, it points to the area that this is collected, and it's from a mine in a town that has a very, very small population, only 8,000 people. Now, you know how when we talk about things like tanzanite, we always talk about explosions and dynamite and the fact that, you know, you have these huge drills and you have to go 800 meters into the crust of the earth and blow things up and rah, rah, rah. You cannot get this gemstone like that. You have to go with tiny handheld pickaxes, and I mean this big, not huge, tiny pickaxes each one. You then have to drill a hole into the geode to put in a little camera to see whether or not it has any gemstones in it, and if it does, you can spend the rest of the day getting out a tiny, tiny, tiny geode of this. This gemstone is rarest in all true forms, and it's stunning. Your price point today is amazing. Think of all the work that goes into that. £32.95, and the fact of the matter is, so hard already to get your hands on, because it's a tiny area. You have to literally handpicks like this into really, really hard rock to get out tiny geodes. They're not big, massive geodes like the one we have in our museum here. They're tiny, tiny, tiny. And then sometimes you can extract a geode, and actually it won't have any of this gemstone inside it. It'll be completely hollow as that happens. And a lot of the time, what does happen as well is when you do get the geodes for this gemstone in particular are absolutely massive in age at the moment, and have been for kind of the last 5-10 years. So what they do is actually, as opposed to extracting all the gemstones from inside that geode, which again is a lot of work and effort. I've got 3 left now. That's it. Check out your baskets. 3 left. Yeah, once you have extracted that geode, as opposed to taking out all the individual gemstones, what they've started doing is just selling the entire geode to the market in Asia, which essentially means if you could get out of a geode 3 strands worth out of 1 geode, you're cutting that yield down dramatically. If everybody checked out, it's a race to the finish line. Not everyone's going to get it. £32.95 for you on these. Now, I'm going to bring you another perfect pearl pairing. I love that. Well done to anyone who got that. That is such a rarity. How often do you see that? The next one I'm going to bring to you is a special type of pearl, and it's all to do with one big word that you know I love and love and love. I use it on the big 4 a lot. I don't use it often on pearls because only 2% of pearls on the market, around 2%, that's it, of pearls can use this word next to them, and that word is natural. These are your natural pearls. Natural pearls. Now, what the heck am I talking about? Okay, natural pearls. You're looking at these and you're thinking, hey up, they're white pearls, so of course they're natural. No, that's not the case. When you see white pearls, you are more than likely have gotten a pearl which has not only been bleached, it will have been irradiated. It will probably about 50% of the time had a polishing attached to it as well. And sometimes even with white pearls, they will apply a dye to make it look whiter. Because at the end of the day, when you get white pearls, when you get natural pearls, there are things that you will see time and time and time again. You will see bumps, bump effects, which can be polished out. They can be. Bumps. You will also get spots. Now, spots aren't what you might think, like the dimples. Spots are actually areas of colour in a natural pearl where the colour just is uneven. It's just an uneven colour tone. It's kind of like, I suppose, a bit like on a how would I describe it? Kind of a bit like on an apple. You know, on an apple, you'll get like the area that's red and then it'll melt into green on an apple. That's what you'll get on a natural pearl as well. Pearl, so they bleach it so it makes it look whiter, and then they've got a clear coloured pearls, and these are really quite a high priced variety as well. Have you got that colour slide for me? This is a pricing guide. Obviously, as always, this is a general because of course it's different for different areas. But if you look down near the bottom of the screen, that's the lowest price, up to your highest price of natural pearls. Now, of course, you're only getting 2% of the market approximately is actually natural. So that means that around 98% of all pearls on the market are treated. But you can see here in price order, your lowest price generally, again, I've got to state generally because it depends on the type and the location and the branding, etc. But generally the lowest price natural pearl will be your dark cream or your lavendery light colours. You'll then get the cream, that's the next one up in price. You then get your light cream, and then you get the white. So the white is actually the second most valuable, generally, natural coloured pearl, and you've got it here. If you were to buy you know, your light pink pearls, you're looking at getting such a high price point for them. You know that we've done natural light pearls before, and we've been kind of even at our prices higher than you might normally expect. But that's just the way of the world. That's how it works. It's, you know, it's not us. That's the way the market is. It's so rare to get natural pearls. Only 2% of the market. It's absolutely astonishing. It's 2% of the market. It's natural colour pearls, and the fact of the matter is that this is the second most valuable colour generally of a natural pearl. Bear all that in mind when you look at the price. £6 and 95 pence. Why? You're thinking, what? Why? You know, I told you a moment or three ago about, well, instead of picking, you know, 50 of that, 50 of that, 50 of that, now we're saying, yeah, we want, say, 600 of your pearls, give us as many as you can of each. What we're doing is, as opposed to going, right, that one's natural and that one's not, we're just going, all of these ones we got in the shipment, what we'll do is we'll just average the price out of them all. We'll make them all $6.95, whether they be, you know, one colour or natural or whatever. We've been doing that to a few of our strands recently. That is not the price point you would generally ever expect to get your hands on with 2% of the market of anything, let alone of pearls. And just look at the beauty of it. I mean, genuinely, I've got to touch this at the back. For anyone who is new, this is touching at the back, so that is for me a perfect necklace length. Isn't that good? And yeah, I mean, noted the size, 8 by 6 mil. This is touching at the back, so that for me is a natural colouring, beautiful white pearl necklace. Perfect length, and it's cost me $6.95 to make.
That's the one I need.
That's the one you need, is it?
That one with the pink, yeah.
This one with the lavender, the lilac colour. Oh gosh, they go gorgeous. Look.
Well, I'm thinking now I might use those two. Get one of your pearl
knotters.
No, cabochons.
Oh yeah.
And then I might do myself a little bit of Sutage come Irene design for my anniversary.
I love the idea for that.
Because I have like the cabochons.
I love that. Yeah. If you do that, you have to put a picture up, please.
Okay.
Bring us a picture next.
So now you've set me a target. I'll do that. Okay, that's it. I've done it. Okay.
That's the sellout. We're going to pair those ones because they are so special with something else that is exquisitely special. It is genuinely. It is genuinely one of the most beautiful and kind of high-end pieces you could possibly hope for, but we just couldn't ignore the beauty of these pearls, and we wanted everyone to be able to own that as a pairing. We're putting this as a pairing because this too is another they're natural partners because they've got that beautiful gold shimmer and sheen. They're natural partners. Most of them are nearly impossible to get your hands on, and they're natural partners because they are both natural. This, I'm so happy to say, is your astonishing Imperial topaz. Imperial topaz, we do not get that often at all. You can only mine it a few months of the year. Have you got a picture for me, Ryan? Ryan. Have a little look at this. This is a picture of the mine there in the bottom corner. You see that lake? Yeah, that's actually the mine. That is the mine, covered up with water, so we can only get it a few times of the year because it just covers with water, so we can't get to it. And when we can get to it, you're only allowed about 3 people in that open pit at any one time. You can see Matt there says, without doubt, Imperial topaz is one of the rarest gemstones on the planet. Absolutely agree with that statement. It truly, truly is. It is beautiful though in its extreme. Your price point today for this natural beauty should be £40, $39.95. This is a gemstone we can't get the vast majority of the year. You can only get it for about 3 months. It's completely natural. We've just taken £10 off. This isn't nearly £40. It's actually only $29.95 for you today. For those gorgeous golden tones that you have here, that itself is sensational. $29.95, we're just taking £10 off one of the rarest gemstones in the world. It is absolutely glowing. It is spectacular. It is golden hues. It is sunset, it is sunrise, and it is a natural beauty that pairs so well, unmistakably well, with that natural strand of pearls I've just done for you. This has sold out, that pearls, I'm sorry to say, but just look, if you got it, you can't say no to that. Imagine that as a pairing. You can almost do those kind of Tiffany, Thomas Sabo, kind of Vivienne Westwood charm style pearl bracelets. You know the ones I mean, where they do a pearl and then a charm, pearl then a charm. You can do that with these. Give that high-end look to your pieces, but we've just given you everyone who's got your hands on that has just gotten your hands on one of my favourite gemstones in the world. You're going to fall in love with it. Really you are. Irene, we're coming over to you in about 3 minutes. What are you bringing to us now, please?
I'm actually going to be showing you how to do the flowers for all of the beautiful Hessian wire.
We're going to be bringing more of that Hessian wire to you right here, right now. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous effect that we've got here. It's so soft. Again, if you've only just tuned in, when you think Hessian, don't think, ooh, back for life. It's not like that at all. It's so super duper soft. It's beautiful. And you do have this ribbing of the wire either side as well. So it means it's super malleable. It means it's super malleable, but also because you've got the wire, can keep itself in shape as well. It's such a great product. 10 meters worth on each of these spools. So you've got your light pink, you've got your fuchsia, and you've also got your grey as well. Genuinely, when we say Hessian, don't think of the bag for life. It's so soft. Genuinely mean that it's beautiful. 30 meters worth in total on this. It really, really is beautiful. We've also got in here lots of your lace too. You've got the silver, you've got the butterfly-esque design, you've got the cherub design, Our lace is so high end, it's super duper strong, super duper malleable. You can stitch onto it, you can use individual pieces. It doesn't fray like you know, a lot that I'm sure you've worked with in the past. It's really great quality. All of that in the silver. And I've also got the pinks as well. That's a picture of all your pinks. You've got a real nice zesty pink on those for you. So you've got 5 sets of the pink too. And these work beautifully with the gemstones. Nice shape on these gems. You've got your beautiful rose quartz that we have here for you. So of the rose quartz, you've got the octagon shapes. These are 10 by 8 mil that we have on these ones. It's 120 carats worth in total. Really lovely to have such a different shape. So you've got the elongated sides, which always gives you the sense of a drop, but then you have the gently curved edges on the octagon. It's a really, really pretty effect. I've also got in here that moonstone. Oh, just got a real bright kick of the blue then sheening from this. It's really great quality. Of the moonstone that we have here, you have got, move that over so you can see a bit more of it because there's loads here. You have got a massive amount, 160 carats worth in total of this, and it is from around a 7 by 4 to about a 13 by 5 on those ones. Massive amount. Let's reiterate exactly what we're getting. You're getting 30 metres worth of your Hessian wire edged cord, 30 metres, 10 metres on each. You have also got in here 5 pieces of your lace in each colour, in the hot pink and in that stunning silver as well. I've then got a strand of your octagon rose quartz and that beautiful quality moonstone as well. Your price point today should be, well, we know that because it's a high-end selection. We've got lots and lots going on here. We know already that, you know, the lace we're normally looking at £9.95 a pack, aren't we? And you've got 2 packs of that. We know we hardly ever see the octagon shape, and we can imagine the work that has to go into creating these, so you can understand that as well. We know that. You know that for the Hessians you're normally looking around the £8 per one anyway. So already the price is mounting up in our mind. We are going to take it down. And for the first time in a while, I'm going to beat my £15 average price save. Yep, it's £34.95 for you today that we have taken this down to. That is over £16.70 saving in total. It's a great little price hike for you to get your hands on this today. It truly, truly is. And when you have a little look at what lovely, lovely Irene has created here, then I think you're going to be chuffed. I'm moseying across to you.
Hello.
Hiya, how was this to work with?
I absolutely love it. Really nice. There is so much that you can do.
Okay.
I've focused really on doing a plaiting and showing you how to do a rose, because I thought there's quite a few events coming up. We've got Valentine, we've got wedding season.
Wedding season, yeah.
And the colours that you've chosen in this kit are really nice. To put a pink and a grey together is really nice. And the 2 tones.
Nice. It does look nice.
Yeah.
It's quite high end actually, isn't it?
Oh, the quality is really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you get a reel of any sort of ribbons, as you know I work quite a lot with ribbons, there is sometimes damage on a reel. Now you're getting a reel, you're not just getting it in the metre, you're not just getting it in the yard, you're getting it on a reel, and you're getting 10 of them, you know, okay. 10 metres on here, which is fabulous. But the other thing about working with this was the texture and the feel, which you said didn't feel rough, because the word Hessian sometimes makes you feel like it's a bit rough.
Yes.
But it isn't, is it?
It's no, it genuinely isn't. Genuinely.
No, it's lovely and smooth. And the other thing by working with it, what I have noticed was because you've got the wire inside, it's helping you to really manoeuvre and bend and twist and, you know, adapt the actual item that you're making, really.
Absolutely, because the wire in there, you've got that articulation, and because it holds its shape, it's giving you a beautiful textured effect, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you look quite close to it as well, you've actually got the way it's woven, the Hessian. I've looked at this, and if anybody's a cross stitcher and they like doing things like bookmarkers or anything like that, this would make a stunning piece of, you buy one of these reels and you keep making gesture presents, you know, little bookmarkers, because if you look there, that is absolutely stunning. You've got all the crisscross in there. And I did plan on doing a little bit of, I wanted to make like an envelope out of the Hessian. I just run out of time, and I was thinking what you could do with this was actually start to embroider on it. And I just before we came on air, I did have a little quick go just to see if it would work, what I thought it may do. And the reason why I say it's good for people with cross stitches, I've just had a tiny little go just to see if it worked, and I'll put it on. So if we just take a look there, we've got, I started to just do what we call a loop chain stitch there, just to see if it would hold really. It wasn't about finishing design. So I think if you pencil marked some writing on there, you could actually do some stitching. Yeah.
I love that.
I love you.
Oh, thanks, Irene.
You
flirt. What you like?
So that was an idea there. And once again, that's using all your cords that you've got on the web. But the nice thing about this is that I found that once you shape it into something, if you didn't like bending it and weaving it and shaping it, you can just sort of smooth it back out with your fingers and you'll be fine again.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to give you the chance to get an alternate colourway for this, because when you're showing us that, it's a lovely idea to do bookmarks. We've got kind of girly colours. Let's give you a little bit of feminine but masculine as well. This is coming on your screen for you right now. This is your beautiful Hessian for you. Oh wait, ignore all of me.
Oh.
Wait. We've just been given authorization to go lower on this kit.
Really?
Apparently.
That's really good.
It was already over our average.
I love it.
Whoa, under £30, £29.95. What's the saving on that now?
They must be in love. That's really good.
Almost £22 saving we've made on that now.
That's fabulous.
That's amazing. That's almost sort of 45% off, isn't it?
That is brilliant, honestly. It's such good quality product though. The Hessian is beautiful to work with. I mean, this is just my idea where I've used, you know, the majority of this product. Don't forget, you may just want to use a small amount to your jewellery pieces.
Of course.
You know, you might want to emphasise on some beautiful stones that you've got. I mean, the pearls that you've showed us today, to work with this and the pearls today.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Absolutely sensational.
Beautiful.
I adore that. And like we said, we will bring you the info for this as well, because we're obviously talking to you about it. This will come up for you in a moment. Obviously, loads of you coming through with that price discount, unsurprisingly, so check out your baskets as soon as you get the chance to. We are bringing this. Now, what would you kind of be doing with this colourway?
I'd actually cuddle it first, because it's one of my favourite colours.
I'd
cuddle it.
Of course.
I think it would be really, really nice with a nice white lacy dress.
Okay.
And just, I probably would, I'm thinking now to seam, I've just got a brainwave of a beautiful waist jacket and just pipe it with that.
Oh, I think that's a cute idea. Yeah.
And some lace, some white lace just coming off it. You know, sort of fold it in half and then put it around the trim of the actual seam.
What about something like this?
Oh! Yummy, yummy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, see. How dainty is that? I know you said you thought it was a little bit more masculine colour, but that is
masculine and feminine, I said. Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? This is coming for you later, but this it's brand new colour. We've not had it in this colourway before. 10 metres worth. It's light blue. It's almost a duck shell, isn't it? Beautiful colouring. Duck egg blue. 10 metres worth here. Your price point today? £7.95 for you, brand spanking new, and it's gorgeous. We're going to show you how to make some beautiful flowers with this right here, right now. So if you want it in the new colour, get it whilst you can, because it's going to be popular, isn't it? £7.95 for you. Okay, I'm with you, lovely lady. Let's learn how to make something using this fab product.
Well, I thought we could have a go at making a flower.
Fab.
Yeah. And basically, you don't have to cut it off your reel. I've still got loads left from the first reel that we did. So I've got loads and loads left on my first reel, and I've been making all the flowers that you've seen on the demonstration products today. So here, what you've got is, take the end of the actual Hessian, okay? and I'm just going to fold. So what we're going to do is just make one of the rosebuds, okay? So I'm just going to fold it so I have a piece that will have a little bit of a triangle look here, okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically look at making it into a square, but I'm going to twist it away from me. So if I bring it back down this way, again I've got one sort of triangle here, one triangle here, and as you know, 4 triangles make a square.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that again. So now I've got 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm just going to ignore that for a moment, and then I'm going to come round. And this was where the idea of the envelope came from earlier. But now it's given me a square.
Okay, I see.
So we've got 1 here, which is underneath here, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now what I want to do to make the flower, I'm going to repeat that, just following it round a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move that away. Get in there. 5.
Okay.
I know you're standing there, Becky, but you can have a go if you want.
I'm just watching you. I'm mesmerised now.
Okay, I'm going to keep doing it until I've got about 4 tiers, basically.
Okay, so you've got 3 there now.
Yeah. So I usually actually drop my reel on the floor because it seems to, you know, I don't really work at a workbench usually. At home I'll tend to sit comfy at the settee and work with ribbons then. But we've got 3.
Okay.
I'm on my 4th one now, so we're nearly there.
Okay.
So I'm twisting it away from myself, and as you can see, I'm just keep rotating it until I get there. So I'm coming to my 4th one now. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 1 left on this side, 1, 2, 3. Yep. And there we go. Okay. So now we've got 4, and all I need to do now is just give myself a little bit of a tail, and I'm just going to snip that off there.
Okay.
Okay, that then is going to give me, you can use flush cutters if you want, because that's, so don't always use your best scissors. Use a pair of scissors that aren't, you know, your most comfortable ones for a straight line of cutting any sort of ribbon, but you could use flush cutters because it's a slight wire there. Okay, then what I want to do is I need to connect all these 4 together.
Okay.
All right, so these extra pieces that I've got here are going to be stems. So this one here, I'm literally going to, if I just show you here, we've got a little bit of a hole there. Okay, this one here,
the hole
in the centre of this square that we've done. Okay, so I'm going to take the tail at the very top, and what I'm going to do then is I'm going to bring that through the first one. Okay, find the hole for the second one in the centre point, thread that one through, so that's 2. For the third one, that's 3, and for the 4th one. Okay, so both tails really are at the back. That's going to help me make the stem of my flower coming out in a moment. Okay, now what I want to do is I'm just going to hold it at the bottom. Now when I hold that, I can see, but what I want it to do is I need to organise it and tidy it up now.
Okay.
Okay, so what you'll find is if you twist it one way, it's not going to work.
Okay.
All right, and then if I twist it the other way, it's going to start tidying up and gathering. Yeah. And the stem's actually the brilliant feel of this ribbon, but the best thing about it is that you've got the wire attachments in there, so you can manipulate it and shape it wherever you need to. So I don't want them all to be too close together, and that's actually gave me a little bit of a rosebud there.
Okay, that's so beautiful, isn't it?
Well, it's just give it that little bit of shape, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's got a real nice kind of vintage Victorian-esque kind of,
yeah. But the good thing about having the wire again in this is it's helped, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So what we need to do now, Becky, is we need to tidy the upside down. All right. Now what you can do is you can see that's the stem that we poke through. All right.
Yeah, so it's the bit that's gone through the centre.
And then we've got a little bit of a mess going on here. So what we want to do now, if I just move that away, you can see where it's folded and it's giving it almost a square effect, but when we get to this section here, we haven't got that fold, have we? And we need to get that tidied up. So all I'm going to do is follow what I'm doing. Can you see? So I've twisted it there, and that's given me the full corners again that we were looking for.
Got you.
All right.
Yeah,
now that's given me a little bit of a tail there. All I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use that to help me wrap around the stem, and that will give me security there. And that's actually made me a beautiful rosebud. There we go. And that's it.
That is fantastic, isn't it, to be able to create that look, and it just sits so proudly. We can do for you now your natural coloured Hessian. What kind of feel do you think this is going to give?
Feel or field?
Feel.
Feel.
Wait, hang on, let me ask you the other question. What kind of field do you think this will give?
Well, I was thinking it would be in all fields of creative people, whether they, you know, JewelleryMaker is a channel that offers a variety, not just to the beading world, but to the sewing, embroidery, crafting, card making, scrapbooking world. Do you remember when you seen this product? Because you're a card maker, you went, oh, I could use that for.
Absolutely, so much, yeah.
I just think it's, for the field of it all, it's going to be amazing.
Absolutely, completely. And what feel? Feel.
Well, I've just got over a cold. My ear was hurting yesterday.
All right, Irene, any excuse.
I know.
What feel do you think this will give?
A warm, loving feel. But this, if we're looking at the colour that you're doing now, that's going to give it a natural feel.
Really natural, kind of. Relaxed almost, isn't it?
Yeah. But you see, this also, I'm thinking, would be a great product to cover books. Yeah? So it gives you that warm, you could do themes on this. You could use it as I'm just thinking now that we could actually do loads. Imagine it if you all got stuck together. You could be all working together and making a beautiful Hessian waist jacket out of that. You imagine it?
Oh, a Hessian waistcoat.
Yeah, because waist jackets are quite in at the moment.
Oh yeah, big in the game.
Yeah, and if you crisscross two of them together, that's where I'm thinking you could use it to cover books or little notepads or do things like that.
Absolutely love that.
But in jewellery, what you've got to remember is that this is a great foundation to add all sorts of things on, whether it's your sutage, whether it's your, you know, your piping of any sort of braiding that we're doing, whether it's adding stones or even wire work on this is going to be great.
Absolutely love that.
Brilliant.
I love that. $7.95. It's on your screen at the moment. Well done, everybody. Okay, next, where are we going, lovely Irene?
Well, you've also got a little ring there, haven't you? The pink ring.
This one?
Yeah. It's the same sort of technique. But I thought what we could do is just quickly show you how to make the ring, because it's slightly different in the sense of what you get is you make it a little bit more neater and tuck the ends in.
Yeah, it is
very similar.
Yeah, it is a little bit.
Yeah, and also what it will do is it will help you with the other necklace with the natural stones on.
Okay.
That one. Okay, it's the same technique as this one here.
Yep. The one with the moonstone on.
Okay. So same sort of idea, but what we're going to do is we want to actually use the piping, which is your wire inside, and we're going to use that to help us support and structure it into a tighter knit. And to do that, we need to bring these into the middle. So the wires are going to sit in the middle, and that gives you that soft edge.
I see.
Yeah, what I did want to say to you is it has got the wire inside, so if you are going to finish a product, just make sure you tuck those ends in.
Okay, just to give it that finish.
Yeah, and also just to make sure you don't get any sharp ends to, you know, while you're wearing your jewellery as well. But it's not that sharp that it's uncomfortable anyway. Yeah. It's just to keep it structured, really. And what you want to do with this one is I want to try and hide the trim, so I'm going to literally start to twist it more so now.
Okay.
Yeah, and all I'm going to do is just twist it into a coil.
So you're twisting whilst you're coiling?
Yeah, but I'm also keeping those wires in the centre area, so I want them to sit in, and I'm looking at what I'm going to be creating, whereas before I was working slightly away from myself. Now as we do it, it's going to move, and all I want to do is just put it inside itself. We're going to bring that round, and all it is just a little bit like a spiral technique really. We're going to be bringing that round.
So you're just keeping it in the middle, twist and loop.
Yeah, and that's all we need to do for that one.
So once you've gotten all this, making sure that all the edges are tucked in is really important.
Yeah, and then what I would do then is I'm just going to snip that now because I'm not going to make a big one. Okay, and as you can see, I don't have to have massive scissors. I just need some little small.
Just normal scissors are fine for it.
So you know, if you're crafting on the way, then you know you haven't got to carry too much products with you either, which is a great thing.
No, it's just your scissors, normal, fine, normal snips, sorted.
Yeah. So once again, we've got that on the top, but we do need, and all it is a twisting coiling technique, and we're just using that as a base. And you can make this as a big or as small as you want it to be.
Okay.
Now to keep it together we need to structure that. So what we will do is we will just take the ends and we're just going to bring them in. The Hessian does fray a little bit, so what you can do is we're doing a little bit of a tuck away job there, and once we've done that we're just going to get a needle and thread. You may want to use your E6000, but it takes a little bit more time, and what you'll do then is you're just going to literally sew in and out. And like I said before, this Hessian is such a beautiful product. You can just keep working with it and you know just start finding some new ideas that you've got. And all I'm doing is a quick overstitch with my product.
Yeah.
And that's all we're doing. And then you'll use either a pin brooch, or you could put jump rings on and make it into a spiral necklace. And you can do different size. All brooch backs are fabulous, yeah. Which are great, yep.
I've got some here for you actually. So we could attach these onto a piece to have them as your backing.
Yep, yep. We've done a small one there. Or you could put jump rings either side of, I suppose it's a little rosebud, isn't it really?
Yeah, it is a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. And then, you know, it's just, what I would do is to secure the whole lot together then, I mean you will reshape it again, like I said, it's quite flexible and move. And to add a sewn in the middle, all I do is literally bring it out to the centre point. Okay, I get a little beautiful little jam, place it where I want it to go, and then I use that, even though I'm adding a actual stone, what I'm doing is it's just putting that into the base for me.
And popping that into the centre.
Yeah, and just do it a few times, Becky, and that'll be it. So do you want me to finish this off?
That is cutesy, yeah. If you want to stitch that on, and we'll see the finished product in a second. Okay. Now we'll bring to you the brooch backs that are going to be great if you're working with something similar to this. You can of course use these for things like your polymer as well and your metal clays, because you can actually with these in a sense encase the ends of these in things like your clay that will keep them in place. You have got here your brooch backs. You've got a pack of 5 in total. So I'm holding the pin bar now, and this you can see is the shoulder accent area, so that's going to give you the lift to these essentially. I've then got for you the cutting points, and I've got for you the end screw-in section too. Your price point for 5 today, it is your sterling silver high-end luxury 5 pieces, just £18.95 for you today to get your hands on what is essentially the workings for 5 brooch backs in that 925. And let's face it as well, sometimes when we're working with things like your brooches and you're making your own pieces, you're making your own pieces with your wire, you can do a brooch back which hasn't got the lock detail like these ones, so you've not got that added security, which is a bit of a shame, but you can do it yourself. But the fact of the matter is, if you're going to create a special brooch for a special person, for example using those natural pearls we had earlier, or using this fantastic product we're looking at now, then you do want that little wink and nod to high-end luxury, don't you? You've got it here. £18.95 for all of these today. JKAC81, that's your code. Get it whilst you can. Well done everyone. And also actually, whilst we're over here, because there are plenty of you coming in, we did mention this a moment ago in relation to our Hessian.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You just love it. Why so?
I think there's a lot of movement for adding and reshaping and it's just so dainty as well, isn't it? It's good quality.
Super sturdy.
Cotton, yes.
Super sturdy, super duper sturdy. What kind of pieces would you be doing with this?
Well, now I'm just thinking that'd be really nice just to put on the rosebud and just do, you know, like a choker.
A little choker design.
Yeah.
Little choker design. I absolutely adore that. It's a bit 20s.
Yeah.
Head tail piece, isn't it?
Nice.
Bit of a 20s piece, absolutely.
Nice.
Or even bracelet, cuff, belt.
Yes. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, because even though it's sturdy, it's not too stretchy, because sometimes when you make belts,
you're right,
it's material,
not. Yeah, it's strong enough. Yeah. You can see it's sturdy enough.
Enough to move for when you're having an extra large meal.
Oh yes, I know exactly what you mean. 10 metres worth we've got here, so this is going to go and go. Look at the amount you're getting on there.
Oh, it's beautiful. Well, you've got all these holes there with the lace, so you can add and sew through those, can't you?
Yes.
So you could put some beautiful. Oh yeah, absolutely. Or like you say, with your choker, you could be doing some teardrops. You imagine some beautiful
little drops
teardrops.
off the bottom. Yeah, sewing them on, top drill drops.
Oh yeah.
Sewing those on. Maybe that fluorite we had on earlier, dropping them on.
That's really beautiful.
Fab, isn't it?
And oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great for loads and loads of different mediums. You know that. Your price point today is fab. It's just $10.95 for 10 metres worth, but it is last of stock opportunity on this right now. Last of stock opportunity, which means we don't have that many left. We haven't reordered this at this moment in time, so if you want it, get it whilst you can. £10.95 for you. LEOU 67. We may be reordering it in the future. We haven't done that yet though, so do get it whilst you can. Let's have a little look at a text we've had in. Brilliant show. Could make beautiful corsages with these products. Rosemary, great idea.
I would have said that, but I can never say the word.
Corsage. Now I remember you had to ask last time.
Corsage.
Corsage.
Is that it? Yeah.
That's
Corsage.
Hi Becky, lovely show. My Groundhog Day would be Sunday the 23rd of January when I did the Sunday experience and met you and the lovely team. Oh, I loved it, thank you. Gail is lovely. Hello Gail.
Hi, Gail.
I need to let you into something, Gail. When you were in the workshop room, we were panning in and I did draw attention to you, Gail, so I hope that's okay. I described your long, beautiful hair. I was like, look at her hair, isn't it gorgeous? And she's so nice. Hi, Gail. Oh, bless you. It was a lovely day for me too. Thank you for coming along. Don't forget, if you do want to get involved with our Sunday experience, it's completely free. Just give us a little phone call, 0800 644 655 for us today. Well done for everyone who's getting that. Check out your baskets, last in stock now, $10.95. Oh, Gail, you put a right smile on my face, you little love.
I told you it's a lovely day, like Christmas Day today.
Isn't it? Okay, I'm with you, lovely lady. So we're using a couple of colours together now, aren't we? All three.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to show people how to plait with it really, because you could do it, let me just think how I did that one. Yep. Okay, so you could do it quite wide, so you have all three this length, okay. What I did with the bracelet and the necklace that we have, first of all, I put the three ends together. All right, because you do need to hide the great thing about the Hessian is you could keep pulling these strands away and then you can make tassels, which would be great for jewellery. But if you fold these over, because we need to get them out of the way nice and tidy, you'll probably do a better job than me, but I folded it twice and that gives me a bit of stability there and it gives me a nice smooth neat finish. And like I said, hide the wire so it doesn't hurt. You don't want to sort of stab yourself with that. And then what I did to form the bracelet, I'm just going to take some off this reel. Excuse me a minute, just need to get a bit of space.
Are you quite a messy crafter, do you mind me asking, Irene?
I don't think I am, but I know I am.
Okay. Others say you are.
No, I turn round and I look around and I think,
what is it? Where's this come from?
Who made all that mess? It couldn't have been me.
It takes you like 3 seconds to get it all out, but then 20 minutes to tidy it all away. How does that happen?
I've never, I always think I'm organised.
Yeah,
but
never.
I've never got enough room and space.
Me too. I'm glad it's not just me, Irene.
Yeah, but we're happy crafters.
Exactly.
And I always tidy up after myself.
Do you?
I'm cringing now in case my husband's thinking no, she don't.
What a liar.
Right, okay. Well, we've got the three pieces here together, and what I did find was it's quite wide, so I found if I fold it over, it works better. Okay, so we're going to fold it over and we're going to work it better like that. And you'll just play with this. Honestly, don't be scared of it. If you don't like what's happening, then just undo it and start again, okay? Now, to hold that together, I do tend to sew it. So what you will need is to just quickly turn it to the back side and just literally, you can over sew or in and out sew, but I'm just going to quickly over sew it just to show you, just so I get a grip of this and get it done, because I know we're on a time factor. Okay.
Don't worry, you've got about 20 minutes left.
Oh, fab. Okay, darling. So I'm just going to over sew that there. And I would take that tail out. But to be fair, the other ones I've sewed in and out, because you see the stitches this way. But if I actually sew in and out small stitches, you don't see it from the front or the back.
I know what you mean.
Okay.
I get you. Yeah.
So that's sort of like a cross stitch rather than a running stitch.
I see.
Yeah. So what we did with that one, we then decided we needed to pleat it. So I'm going to pleat it. So all I need to do is, you can go over and plait if you want to, or you can go under and plait. It's totally up to you which way you want to do it. And all I do is fold it in half and I tuck it underneath. So now I have 2 to the left. So if somebody doesn't know how to plait, this is showing you how to plait as well. So I have 2 to my left, that means 1 on the right. So then I'm going to bring that round and then I'm going to start plaiting them underneath each other like this. So that one's a little bit twisted there.
Bringing it over.
Yep. So doing a twist there. Hang on, let me start again.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? I need to put these on the floor. Hang on a minute. Excuse the bang.
Okay, just popping the spools on the floor.
That's better. There we go. Look.
So they lie flat.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to do an underplait. There we go. That's where I can get to it now. Ta.
Got you.
Yeah, that's better. See, I couldn't do it because the reels were fighting against me. So, and there we go. So I bring one into the middle.
Okay.
And all you do is you're literally going to keep plaiting them round. There we go. Beautiful. All right.
Bringing that plait around again.
Yep. Can you see? So the outside one comes to the middle. And then the outside one to the left comes to the middle. Yep. Don't worry about shaping them too much, because what happens is, what will happen is, you can manipulate the wires like I said to you before, and that'll be fine. And this is a great foundation for you to be weaving with. Now I've took mine back and to the middle, okay? But if you want to go over, like I said before, you can. Because this is sort of like an underplait, but if you turn it that way, it looks just as good. And all you're going to do is just keep playing with it later.
So front and back still looks good.
Yeah, all right. And then I think it just gives it a real good effect. Okay.
Absolutely agree with that. Would you be able to do that look with something
definitely.
like this? Would you?
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
How would you treat it differently? Would you have to treat it differently, or would you just sew it in the same way?
Well, what I did do with that one was I tended to use the 6000, didn't I, to cover the to start the ends off. You can sew through that. I found this is nicer to sew, but this the Hessian without the wire is okay to sew at the beginning, but both of them will work very well, and that's because it's flatter. So it's really, really not a problem, honestly. You can definitely plait with that, exactly the same technique as I'm doing now.
That's great, isn't it? If you do want to give this a go, it is going to give you a different look for it. You don't just get the red, you also get the natural colour too.
Nice.
In here.
I love the Hessian anyway. Yeah.
What is it about it that you love so much?
I think it's because it's a fairly new medium product to the industry, isn't it? Because we're always looking for new ideas, we're always looking for inspiration, and the good thing about JewelleryMaker is they help you with the colour side of that, because there are so many people I know that cannot colour coordinate their products.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
You've got to have a certain eye, haven't you?
Yeah, that's one called Irene.
Amazing. You have got here for you 10 metres on each spool, so 20 in total. They are 10 mil, which is, we're talking about a centimetre worth here. Your price point today for 20 metres worth is just, you're not going to believe it, £6.95.
That's fabulous. Honestly.
For 20 metres worth for both of them. Not £6.95 each, £6.95 for both.
No. It will take you a while to get through that, honestly.
Yes.
An absolute while.
Absolutely.
But once again with this one, you can sew on it and you can reshape it and you can, you know, you could even cross stitch on this, I think, definitely, because you've got all that. And if you put your PVC glue on that and structure that into a shape again, if you're looking at, I think if you strengthen this and then if you put the other colour on top, PVA glue, harden it, you could make some lovely leaf effects with that, couldn't you?
Yeah,
really,
absolutely
really lovely
could.
leaf
Yeah,
effects.
absolutely could. Beautiful, isn't it?
I love it.
Really gorgeous. Get this, £6.95 for both. That's absolutely fantastic.
The colour tone is really nice on that, isn't it?
Really nice and bold on this one, isn't it? Lovely and bold.
Definitely.
Fab.
Okay, we're just going to do the cuff now. So what we've done is at the very top, we've folded over, and obviously you're going to do a better job than I have. Okay, then we're going to come all the way down after we've plaited. You can tidy up a little bit afterwards, and I'm just going to finish off now just to show you how to finish that end, and you're just going to match it up a little bit there. So once again, all you need to do, I'm just going to turn it round, and then all I want to do is open them out. It doesn't really matter which way we do them. We're just going to lay them on top of each other again at the back. Okay, and that gives me probably about an inch, I think, to get cracking on.
Okay.
Yeah, and because of this fantastic wire here, it's really okay with the Hessian or the Hessian wire. Don't worry about it. Do exactly the same technique as I'm doing now. Fold it over. Yep. Let's turn it round. Fold it over one more time. And then all we need to do is just sew that into place again like we did before. And that's all we need to do. And then once you've sewn it into place, we can turn it round and we can sit it like that.
Wow.
Together and make a nice cuff.
How fab is that? Just like a beautiful cuff. It's really lovely. Nice and wearable too.
It's soft. It's really,
Lovely
really
and
soft.
wearable.
Really soft. And then you can decorate it like we did with, you know, here. What I probably would do here, what I used with the other cuff was I just take probably the rosebud that we've done. I'll probably sew that onto there in place.
Okay, sew it onto one side, yeah.
And then what I would do is you could use some Sutage cording thread, or any cording thread, or you can make any sort of loop that you want, or you could also what I would do if I was going to do that, let me just show you. If I was going to use let me see, I've got a little bit here. I'll tell you what we can use. I'm just going to fold this over quickly and show you.
Okay.
If you want to use the same product, which I think is good because you've got that in your stash, make it into a small rectangle, sorry. Okay. Then what you could do, before you sew this section here, place that on there. Yep.
Yeah.
And then you would bring that round and you will sew that one on there as well. Okay. And then what that can do is, once you've tidied it all up, bring it round, take your button, and then that would actually sit through there and become a button, an attachment, and make it that way.
I adore that. What a great way to do button detail. That is absolutely fab.
Thank you.
It really is. It's a great way to do some sort of kind of ribbon detailing to this. I adore it. What did you want to bring then, lovely lady? Sorry. Is that what you want to do? Okay. Oh, sorry. The web. Okay, Chloe, we're bringing you the web. Oh, what do you think of this?
I just want to know why it's not mine.
Well, you're going to have to be quick if you want it. This is your webbing. It is fab. It looks really, really strong pink, which is nice in the spool, because don't forget it's pink on pink on pink. But actually, look, as you do individual pieces, it's not actually as bold in colour. The great thing about that, it almost looks white actually, doesn't it? The great thing about that is you can make it look really big and bold, but really gentle in colour tone, but just by layering it up, you're going to be more more and more of that colour. So you can give this different effects. You can go from really nice bright pink to almost gentle white, just by the way in which you layer this.
It's lovely, delicate. I'm thinking
Really
you could make some
beautiful, isn't it?
beautiful shaped leaves with that.
Oh, stunning.
Couldn't you? Oh,
Yeah, you could work it over a skeleton frame of wire, couldn't you? Glue it on.
Oh, beautiful.
go
Well,
on,
the other
more.
thing, if the two products that we've used now, the Hessian, maybe the deep Hessian on top of that, and then the new white lace on top of it as a 3D.
3D effects. That'd be really
As a nice cuff or a choker necklace again. Beautiful.
Really, really nice idea. I adore that. You've got 20 metres worth of it here. Again, low in stock offer. 20 metres worth. Look at the amount you get in there. It's thick as well. 50 millimetres, which means it's about 5 centimetres in thickness. Look at the amount you get, and look how thick it is. It's so fab. Your price point today,
Very
just
good.
£9.95 for you. Think of those haberdasheries that you go to where you have to pay per metre. And now think that you're getting 20 metres worth for just £9.95 here. It's absolutely fantastic. It really, really
It's
is
very good.
stunning. It really, really is stunning. One thing that I know people will be asking is when you're working with pieces like this, and it is quite unusual medium perhaps,
Yeah.
it is quite important to talk about how you end pieces. And
Yes,
I know
of
that
course.
here you've used these cord ends.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, why are these, or things like this, because I have got some here, why are these great for kind of, you know, giving this finished look?
Well, I think it gives it the balance of a jewellery design, because when using with materials and textures, what happens is some people think that it's effective, but I think it also gives it a classier finish.
Oh, I know what you mean,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, to give it a bit of a different edge and a really
Yeah.
professional finish.
Yeah, and two different mediums together is really good, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, they're it also gives it structure as well. So if you've got a light product, which all the Hessian that we're using
Of
is
course,
light,
it's quite a light
Yeah.
feel, isn't it?
and it helps balance it around the neck area as well. So I think it's quite good for quite a few reasons, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you do want to use the toggle clasp ends, then I've got some here for you. I've got 2 different sizes. In
They're
fact,
fab.
they'd be great for the knit you did with that first tool.
Yes.
Wouldn't they,
yeah,
in here?
Yeah.
Because these are your cord ends.
Yes.
So they have attached to them the toggle clasp.
they are perfect actually, and they're about the right size.
About the
as
right
well.
size, wouldn't
Yep,
they be?
Yeah.
Obviously, it depends on the medium you'll be using.
And the thing is, you see, because that's a feature as well. So this is becoming a nice feature so when a bracelet's on, you'll see the design one end, and as you're moving your arms and everything, it turns round. You see the other side, so you've got both sides of it.
You really do, don't you?
Yeah.
Get both sides of them there. You have got here fantastic selection of your toggle clasp in the rose gold. So can you see the big loops on both of these? Now these are movable loops, so that's your toggle clasp loop that is attached to the cord end. You've also got the T-bar here as well. Ryan, do you want to open this one for me, mate?
Sorry, we're not supposed to laugh.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
You all right?
Yeah.
That's weird because I hit him on the knee. That's how
feel
strong
bad.
it was. We'll show you these separately in a minute. You have got, I don't want to chip my elf on it, I'm being very feminine and girly about it. You have got your rose gold here, and these are 3.2 that you've got here. So you've got the loop at the end is 3.2. So if you do things like your hemo, etc., then you've got the different toggle clasp there. So you've got the loop and then you've got the T-bar that fits in them perfectly. Thank you, Ryan, you little love. You're a total...
That's fine.
Show your drama queen. Have a look. So these are what I'm talking about. This is the larger one, this is the gold one. So you get the clasp end here, and this is the 3.2, so you can get loads of weave in there, and then this would be the T-bar separate, which has got the movement to it, as you can see, and then of course, you know, that'll do your T-bar, so that would be your clasp that we've got here with those cords that are going to be great for you to use in with that tool we had on earlier, but also if you do Kumihimo, perfect for those as well as many others. Your price point today for 6 of these fab clasps, 6 of these clasps, £9.95.
That's very, very, very good. And
Very,
do you know?
very. I want to do better than 3. Let's do 5 berries.
Very, 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 very good.
Let's do 6 at £6.95.
How long are we here?
We've got £6.95.
Very, 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 very good.
Well, that was 7, but I'm chuffed with
I know,
that.
but I've gone for the 95p at the end.
£6.95 for these is fantastic. We've just taken the price down. £9.95. It was a price we were happy with, but £6.95 we're happier, aren't we?
Happy, 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 happier.
Absolutely true. You got the gold plate. Any excuse. Irene, we all know that you're just naturally like this, okay? Don't go blaming me.
I am, seriously, yeah.
So you're getting out your thread again.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm just thinking that I can't be not finishing this off, so we need to finish this off. So.
Tell you what, whilst you're finishing that off, I've got something to chat to you about.
Oh, okay. Is it good or bad?
No, it's good. It's good.
Oh.
It's good. It's a product. It's something that we've been told you were a big fan of.
Okay.
It is a term. Yeah. It's a term that perhaps you might use if you were seeing someone for the first time. It's not hi. These are me giving you clues. It's also a piece of equipment that you used to play with in the playground.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean now?
Yeah.
Now that I've shown you.
Yeah.
It's your yo-yo maker.
She'd been stalking me when I was a child in the playground. I said I wouldn't be in now, would I? Outside the headmaster's room.
I'm not being rude, but how could I stalk you when you were at school?
How rude. What do you mean, I'm only 21?
Amazing. No, it's purely for the fact that I know that it's your 30th year anniversary this year.
Yeah.
And I'm not quite that age yet. That's all I'm suggesting.
Oh, I'll let you off then.
Yeah. So talk to us about the yo-yo maker, please, and why it's a tool that you love so much.
Right. Well, as a mature woman, years of experience, it's a fantastic tool. And yes, I did. I used to. Hang around, we used to say. I used to hang around the school with lots of little flowers, brooches that my auntie made for me.
Aww.
And she used to use these. But they've been redesigned in a lot better quality and item to use. But I like them because it's great to use leftover materials, but it's also good for adding texture and different sort of 3D work really to your designs, and it just helps anything that's plain. You can just decorate a small little flower or a little heart to cheer it up, really.
Absolutely, it's a nice little addition, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's super simple to use. The instructions are actually on the back and on the inside, aren't they?
And they're fun. Yeah, they're really fun to use, and I think that's part of jewellery making, isn't it?
Absolutely, to have the fun with it is spectacular. And this isn't using the same shape, this is with the round, but just goes to show, you know, you can do whole designs with this. It's lovely. You can do, you know, jewellery pieces, but hair accessories and bag details you can do with these, can't you?
Yeah.
If I'm big into doing, you know, when you do kind of your gift boxes for people, and you know you come up with themes, a kind of a nice little decoration for that. It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If you want to get your hands on your heart yo-yo maker, how about you do so today? Your price point for a tool in its entirety, just $6.95 for you today.
Very good. I think you sold out of that last time I was on air with you.
Possibly.
So it's a good job you got that back in for people that wanted it.
Wow. Quick, easy and nicely shaped, it says. That's good. I'm just reading the packet.
My friend wrote that.
Is she? Quick yo-yo maker. And it is really quick, isn't it?
Yes.
It's super quick. Done in moments, realistically.
Yeah. It looks technical, but it isn't. It's quite easy to follow step-by-step instructions.
Absolutely is. $6.95 for you today. $6.95. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much, Irene, for showing us all of these goodies and talking us through that. If you do want the Yo-Yo Maker, do check out those baskets. Thank you so much for showing all of those. It's a great little collection you have made here. And I know that people are going to ask us, just really, really briefly and quickly, once we've made all of these beautiful pieces, you were talking about you could add more to this. What were you suggesting earlier on with this?
Well, all of them, but you can take a small wire and you can add a beautiful crystal stone gem and just put it onto the end of a pipe cleaner or a small amount of wire and thread it through the base, the centre part, where I'll show you where to put the stem for.
I remember you showing us before,
Yeah, and then or what you can do at the very beginning when you make your first turn by the stem piece, you can add some strong, probably a 0.8 gauge wire. You could put that onto every rose that you've made, put them all at the base together, and then you can wire wrap it with the actual Hessian wire.
Perfect.
And that gives you a nice holding, because that's quite comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really comfortable.
Yeah.
That's fab. Irene, thank you for showing us all of these. They're absolutely beautiful pieces. Don't forget, we will take pictures and put them up on our Facebook page. Irene, how's the challenge going, chicken?
I'm getting somewhere. I've made one piece.
Good, okey pokey. We're going to have a nosy at that in around an hour. After the break, I have some stunning little deals for you. I have a really beautiful selection of high-end pieces, and if you love those pearls earlier, I've got a double trouble pearl pairing at a price you don't want to miss. See you in a moment.
If you miss a Jewellery Maker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of Jewellery Maker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with Jewellery Maker.
Join Debbie Bulford to build your own colour palette out of polymer clay and create a signature blend to make your own design stand out from the crowd. During the workshop, you will complete your own colour chart to give you a recipe card for all your future creations. This workshop is perfect for all lovers of polymer clay. This course includes a selection of clay, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, meet the presenters, and a visit to the Gemporia Museum. All of this for just $64.95, and for more information, contact the call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Are you looking to create bespoke bridal jewellery? Then come and join guest designer Sheila on our bridal workshop. Sheila will guide you through how to design stunning accessories, including techniques using headbands, hair combs and tiaras. The full course includes a selection of hair combs and headbands, a selection of findings and wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a trip to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $69.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals. We here at Jewellery Maker know how popular our 10-strand mystery packs have been, so we're bringing them back. You can get your hands on these completely random lucky dips for just £25. This works out to just £2.50 per strand, but be warned, it's while stocks last. Add this to your order, you won't be disappointed. Just ask for this code whilst on the phone to our call centre on 0800 644 655. Simply type the code into our website and add to your basket. JewelleryMaker, giving you the best deals on genuine gemstones.
Hello everybody, welcome to Designer Inspiration and welcome again to Irene! Hi Irene!
Hiya, how are you? You caught me chewing.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Irene, what are you eating, love? Go on, fill us in.
Oh, do you want to know?
Yeah, I do.
Well, it wasn't chocolate.
No.
It was lovely cheese and onion, little cheddars.
Oh, delish. I've just had a bit of sushi.
Oh, have it? Ooh,
yeah.
posh.
Yeah, quite posh.
Nice.
Quite posh. It was in the meal deal, I won't lie to you. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to Designer Inspiration. I have got so many treats for you today. My director wants to tell you something.
It's go for day.
Yes, you heard him. It's gopher day. Ooh. Oh, stop it. It's not gopher day anyway, it's Groundhog. Stop it. It's Groundhog Day. We are getting you to message in any day so far this year that you absolutely love, that if you could relive it, you can. Yes, we're at a workshop, we've talked about lovely nights in, we've talked about shopping at craft fairs. Do let us know, 6777, or get in touch with JewelleryMaker. Nice to be thankful. It's nice to think about the year so far and what we've done that's just been lovely, so do let us know. We have got so many treats for you as per usual, so let's get started, shall we? I talked about this just before the break. I don't think you're going to believe this, but it's going to happen. I'm about to bring to you, on the back of our pearl pairing, which I hope you enjoyed, it seemed like you did, plenty of people getting involved in that section. I'm about to bring you a pairing that I think you're going to adore. You know, I was talking to you about luster. Look at this. You see what I mean? Look at the sharpness. Have you still got that picture of the luster, of the olive? It might have been called Olive, Ben. Did you call that slide Becky's lovely dog? I love that from earlier. How fun. The one that's with luster, there we go. So we were talking about the luster grading of a pearl, so you can see there the different grading system that we have. Take a look at the sharpness on the quad A that we've got there at the top one, the sharpness on the top of that side in front of you, the luster. Quad A there. Look at the one I've got on my hand. I would say that this easily is a AAA, wouldn't you? Beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it? You have got here beautiful size pearls. You've got around a 5x8mm. These are your pink frost. But then I'm also adding some really gorgeous, delicate 2 to 3mm rounds of the bronze freshwater as well. They look round-esque on some of them. Some of them are definitely a potato style as well. But these are a 2x3. Look how great the bronze look draped around that frosty pink pearl. Gosh, that looks so good, doesn't it? You have got 2 strands of pearls here now. When we're looking at pearls and we're thinking about pearls, you're going to be expecting a high price point, aren't you? The lowest price we could go to individually, of course, is $6.95 on any strand of gemstones, including your organics like the pearls here. If I showed you the price of this one strand, I think you'd be blown away. Your price point today not that price. Your price point today, look how stunning this is. $8.95. Not for one strand of pearls, but for 2 strands of genuine pearls. 2 strands of pearls, £8.95. That's working out for a strand, a necklace length strand of pearls, £4.50 less than £4.50 for a strand of genuine real deal pearls. That is sensational, isn't it? That is absolutely mind-boggling. And not only do you have that high grade luster, but also you have the beautiful accents on there as well, those accented pearls. Genuine pearls, lovely Irene, for £4.50 a strand. What do you think?
It's ridiculous. And the quality of those is very, very good. And putting those two together, I think, really do work well.
They do, don't they?
Very nice. I think I would make, sorry, I was going to say, I think I'd make a lovely ring out of the fine beads. But I like the way that you've twisted those together. They look lovely.
They would, wouldn't they? Look absolutely sensational. I just adore this as a pair, and I'm not surprised I've got multi-buyers on this at all. I like the fact it almost gives it a little bit of a kind of vintage flower girl feel. £8.95 for you today on that one. Nice work to you all getting your hands on it. If you do want to get, and I would say if you've already purchased today those natural pearls, those round pearls I had on earlier, or if you've just got any of the high-end pieces that I've brought to you today, I would like the Imperial topaz that was just to die for. Let me show you. Then this I'm about to bring you now is going to go absolutely exceptionally. These, I've got to say, are spaces that I personally haven't seen before, but I wish I had, because they're stunning and high-end. How well does it go with that Imperial topaz? Do we have any of that Imperial topaz left? Could we put it in on the bottom of the screen if we do? Because this Imperial topaz is one of the best quality Imperial topazes I have ever seen. It's stunning. That's coming in at the bottom of your screen. Let me show you a couple of these, shall I? So, you've got your different designs here. You've got your flower design, which is almost the side of an open bud. Can you see that? And it is a spacer, sorry. You have got your spacer there. So you've got a decent sized hole on these. And then you've got the flower bud side detail. That's in the gold. Now don't forget, this is genuine silver enveloped in gold. I've then got the real silver again, and this time enveloped in rose gold. And again, that's the side portion. And then on top of that, I've also got your kind of archetypal daisy, I suppose, flower in the rose gold as well. You're going to be getting 4 of each. So 4 of the daisy, 4 of the gold bud, and 4 of the rose gold bud. Am I right, or have I just lied to you? No, I think I'm right. I think I'm right. So, this is what you've... No, I'm not right. I'm lying. I knew I was. You've not got 3 of the buds. Well, you have. You've got 3 of the buds in the gold. You've got 3 of the buds in the rose gold, but then you've got 5 of the daisies. You've got 5 of those daisies. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, listen, the reason I'm absolutely shocked at that, absolutely shocked, is because I know the price point. Your price point today. This is genuine £9.25. I showed you that graph a few weeks ago of the gold prices and the silver prices. £12.95 for all of these is astonishing. We're going lower than we've ever been before. Lower. Really low. £7.95. £7.95. Pete, that is so low. Give me your lowest voice. £7.95, please, to show how low this is.
No.
Gosh, that was good. £7.95 for you today. What do you think of that price? These are real deal, genuine sterling silver enveloped in real deal gold.
They are.
For that many?
Yeah, definitely very, very good. I think that what you need to do is use them as a focal point. Don't hide them. Use them. 1, 2. You've got about at least 4 beautiful feature points there, haven't you? If you put them into pairs, be beautiful. Really, really nice. Very nice.
I'm just thinking.
They'd be nice with my challenge today, wouldn't they?
They would actually. But
the colours are really nice, definitely.
You know, I was saying before about Thomas Sabo and Tiffany, and who else I mentioned? Vivienne Westwood doing those pearl bracelets that have that centre point.
Yes.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's it. You see, that will pop. Absolutely beautiful. Yes.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Really, really nice. Yeah. Because they charge a fortune for it, don't they?
Gosh, absolute fortune. I mean, oh yeah, a lot of money. But they can, because of the name and because of the quality and because of the look. But you can recreate a very similar look for a much lower price. $7.95 for you today. Well done to you all going in and getting that. It's nice to treat ourselves to a little bit of luxury like this. Where are we going to? Let's do. Oh, I love these. I love these. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Oh, I like them.
They are beautiful fluorite arrowheads. Aren't they sensational? The gorgeous thing about fluorite is, of course, you know, the name. I'm sure we'll recognise, even if we don't know. We don't know the gemstone itself. Fluorite. If I say fluorite, a word fluorescent might be coming to your mind, and that's because these are used actually. Well, elements of these are actually used in lighting. That's one of the reasons where fluorescent lighting got its name from, for this, because it has this ability to almost glow and shimmer underneath the surface. It catches the light and almost extrudes this light and exudes it and gives you this beautiful, deep, kind of flowing effect. It's a stunning gemstone, and it's so unique and individual, and it's brand new. What else do you think I was going to say? Branded? Brand new. This is a multicoloured strand of your fluorite. Irene, we've not played a game today.
I was waiting for you, actually.
Were you?
Yeah.
Well, babe, I'm here. Don't worry. I've got it. So, Irene, fluorite, 3 words. Irene, go.
Inspiring, awesome, and intrigued.
Ooh, why inspiring? Why is this inspiring you?
Because you've got a variety of colours. You're not just stuck with one colour. Definitely.
And why awesome?
Because I think you can make lots of things with it.
You could, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Do lots of different looks of this. Imagine putting these into a circle, a little bit like the Trivial Pursuit pieces of pie. Do you know what I mean? You could do that, couldn't you?
Well, I was thinking the other way. If you turn it the other way, it's going to make like a flower. Would it? I think it would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Similar, yeah.
About 6
like a sunburst.
Yeah, there
like
we
a
go.
Sunburst effect, isn't it? See,
that's beautiful.
That's so cute, isn't it? It's great to be able to work with different shapes like this. Your price point today, £6.95.
They are liking that price today, aren't they?
Oh yeah, we love that price here at JewelleryMaker. We love it. Absolutely love. You're right. You are right. I think it's the fact that, you know, we bring you gemstones like this that are the real deal. Don't forget, this is natural. Amazing prices. It's one of the reasons I think that we've won. You know, we won 8 awards this year at the Make and Sell, didn't we? And I just think that realistically, it's because of strands like this. It's great to bring you genuine gemstones like this at a great price. $6.95 for you today for multicoloured fluorite today. Sorry, say that to me again, lovely. Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. I genuinely, can you see that colour from there?
Yep.
These are beautiful, genuine sky blue apatite. That is such a vibrancy. Natural, by the way, it's natural. Natural colouring. Your natural apatite here we have. Gosh, I adore this. Right, hang on, don't look at it. Don't look. Guard your eyes. Shield your eyes, Ryan. Shield them! The graphics are playing up, we might not be able to play it. Hang on. That's my mistake. No. Oh, it's not going to play right now. We're going to try it. Stay where you are. We're going to bring to you, for now, serious quality. I mean, serious quality. Sorry about that appetite. The graphics aren't working on it at the moment, but look at what I have for you here now. I'm going to go through every single one of these. Give me a minute of your time. That's all I need, a minute of your time to have a look through these. Give me a minute starting now. Look at the gosh, that one's like lava kite sections. Did you see that then? Look at the quality on every, oh, that's the richest blue. Purplish. That's one of the rarest colours of your labradorescence. Essentially, all of this labradorescence is due to the structure of the gemstone, but it's actually also due to where exactly the light hits within the gem and what colours that kind of picks out of the gemstone. It is absolutely beautiful, beautiful quality. Can't you see on all of those stunning golden tones? Golden pinks on that, can you see that there? Really pretty. You have got such a massive amount here. Is this silver labradorite? It's unusual to see that. Can you see all the amounts that you're getting on here? That is Mother Nature. This isn't a coating. This is totally natural. And yes, I am going through every single one. Of course I am. I want to prove to you that I'm not just picking out a good one. I'm proving to you here that every single one of these has that quality you're looking for. Every single one. You have got just so much of that beautiful natural effect on here that is sensational in appearance. It really, really, truly is. And actually, if we do manage to get that sky blue apatite, up and running, then hopefully, fingers crossed, you will be able to get this up in a second, because that would go great, wouldn't it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 I've got on my strand. If they were cabochons, well, you know that the price of a labradorite cabochon can be quite high. We're talking £9, aren't we? If that were the case, you'd be looking at, well, it'd be, what, about £120 worth on that strand, wouldn't it? We're not going to charge that price, obviously, here today. Your price point today for all of these is actually just £14.95 for you today. It is astonishing, isn't it? It is astonishing. Because, like, you know that I've been through every single one of these and I've shown you the quality of every single one of these. It's astonishing. You're basically paying around £1 per one, and that's it. £14.95 for you today. Well done, everyone. Yeah, of course we're doing that. Savorite. Yeah, it was. It was an accidental whisper, if I'm honest. It just happened. I have got for you now a gemstone which is going, gone. It is a gemstone which I'm getting really sort of excited about this, because I genuinely, you know how much I love this gemstone. This is a gemstone which... No, we don't have to price drop this. Who did this? We have to price drop this because it has been price dropped within the last 30 days. All I can say is the quantity I've got of this now, the last time I sold this strand, I sold triple the amount that we have now. So you've got to be quick on this one. And we're dropping the price, so you've got to be even quicker on it. This is a gemstone which is coming to the forefront right now. It's coming to the forefront. It's said to be taking the place of tanzanite, because essentially this gemstone has kind of come into its own now. It's a gemstone which we're not mining in many areas now. Around 30 years ago, there was about 40 mines in an area for this gemstone. Now there's less than 5, just in that short space of time, because so many of them closed down to never be opened again. The fact of the matter is that this is the next big thing. Tanzanite One Company owners have been having a really close look at the mines that are left of this, because they know that Tanzanite's going, and when it does, they need to find the next big thing, and they think it's this. And so do I, because it's stunning. Have a little look. This is your stunning Savorite garnet that we have. I've already told you that, you know, 30 years ago there were 40 mines, now there are 5. When we're getting this out of the ground, we're lucky if we find 5 carats worth approximately a day from those mines, because the yields are so far down. And the fact of the matter is that Tanzanite One Company are having a little look around, and they do want to get their hands on this because they believe that this is the next big thing, and so do GIA. GIA have come up with a grading system for this that is reflected to that of Tanzanite. GIA don't have a grading system for all gemstones, just the big ones, for example Tanzanite, and they've got one coming up for this as well. Once this, if this is taken over, this mining section or this gemstone is taken over by the Tanzanite One Company, you will see a price hike. It could be 50%, it could be 250%, who knows, but as soon as promotion shoots up, you know what it's like. Also, as soon as the GIA grading system comes into this, it's going to get in a lot more of kind of attention, I suppose, and therefore again the price is going to be going up again, because promotion equals lower yields, and your yields go down essentially because you're getting more out of the ground, and that means higher price point. Your price today, we have to price slash it. We have to. I don't think you should ever be paying that price for this, and in 2 years' time you won't be paying that price. You won't. We're actually going to take it lower than that today. It's not £25, it's £18.95 for you today. Mark my words on this, okay? This is the next gemstone. This is the gemstone that could take the place of many other gemstones. This is the type of gemstone that if it is taken over, as I said, if it has got that GIA grading, which is coming out, looks like it will come out next year or so, if all of that does happen, you are going to be seeing a price hike on this astronomical. You'll be buying Savorite Garnet at the same price as you're currently buying Tanzanite for. This is £18.95 for you today. Well done. I've got about 5 of these left now. £18.95 for you. It's absolutely sensational. Well done to every single person. £18.95. Well done, everybody. Genuinely, if you can get two and lock it away. Just imagine, I think of it this way, imagine that somebody kind of in the trade had some insight about, say this was 10 years ago, and someone said to you, buy Tanzanite right now. Buy Tanzanite and keep Tanzanite for 20 years. You'd have probably thought, nah, I won't bother, but you'd have wished you did, don't you? Could you imagine if you bought Tanzanite 10, 20 years ago at the bargain, well 10 years ago at the bargain basement price that it was? Could you imagine? And then you kept it for another 40 years, you'd be quadrupling, if not more, your price, wouldn't you? £18.95, get it whilst you can. Because that is a going on one. I've got a lovely chain for you now that the pearls just don't want to separate from. Come here, Savorite. Oh my days. You have got here a meter's worth of your golden coloured chain, and it's got that beautiful carnelian on it. You have got a beautiful piece in here. It is so sensational, isn't it? It's lovely to get the natural, neutral, feminine tones for you here. But you've also got the masculine tones in there as well. When I talk about carnelian with the masculine and the feminine, I'm talking about the kind of depth of the colour in here. What do you think about this, lovely Irene?
I'm just thinking that I would love to put it as a long necklace as a feature, probably some sort of cross or a nice big I think, in fact, yeah, probably a large feature at the end as a long chain, or I would probably even have it as, do you remember the, well, you're going to tell me you don't know, you know, when you got those nice chains where wraps around your neck a few times
Yeah,
and then
exactly what you
drops.
mean.
I really like that, and I think that is a perfect stone for that, isn't it? The colour and everything.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about, all the long little things. Because you've got plenty there, you've got a metre.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
And all you need to do is just get a jump ring to connect it together, and you've got a beautiful necklace. Perfect.
Absolutely. Get in on the phone whilst you can for us today. You've got 1 metre's worth of your gold-plated copper chain. Your price point today is just £9.95 for you. The lovely thing about this is if you're used to seeing our gemstone chains, you'll be used to the higher price points, and they've got the double wrap loop, which is great. You can use them, but if you want to use just say an individual link, it can be a bit of a pain because you have to snip them, and then obviously that metal's a waste. With these, you just open them like a door, easy peasy. £9.95 for you today. Get it whilst you can. It's a stunning little chain for you. Now, I promised you this yesterday, and we have been given, sorry, I'm just, 1 second. I'm just standing on a strand that I've dropped. Just to let you know, I gave you a heads up yesterday about this, and let's just say, how can I put this? Let's just say you need to get this if you can. That means nothing to you all. You know when you're trying to be super cash about something, but then you're almost too casual and it feels a little bit like some sort of brain teaser. Let's just say, get this before it's too late, because I don't know if I'm ever going to show you this again. Ever. At all. Not really meant to be showing you this one. Probably gonna. Yeah, I can't be more obvious. £14.95 for you today. £14.95 for you today. Well done. Absolutely everybody. And yeah, let's just, I can't, yeah, it's gone. It's still there, but yeah. So I've got for you now something else that will go beautifully with that strand, and it is this. It's your gorgeous blue kyanite, said to be the next big, beautiful blue gemstone. 25 carats worth of kyanite we have here today. You have got from a 5x4 to a 6x9 on these ones in total, and they are beautifully faceted. Now, usual is it to get a faceted kyanite? Well, it's really, really difficult, because essentially you've got so many weakness points in the perfect cleavage of a kyanite. Now, I know that a perfect cleavage can sound very positive to some people, but when it is in gemstones, it is not at all. It essentially means a weak link. It's a weak chain. It's an area within a gemstone that is completely weak, and if you even brush it in the wrong way, then the whole rough can just disintegrate. But the fact of the matter is that that's why for a very, 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 very long time we weren't able to actually facet this gemstone at all. We ourselves here at the TGGC actually sent this to cutting houses all over the world before we ended up finding the ridiculously skilled lapradorists in Jaipur who could actually cut this. But when I through what is essentially been able to shape and cut, and the craftsmanship of this is above and beyond. If you think of the workmanship and the craftsmanship that takes to, I don't know, this is them cutting it. That's Steve Bennett in the cutting house, this cutting house here in Jaipur, cutting this stunning gemstone. It is just sensational that we're able to get our hands on it today, because genuinely, even if you think about things like diamonds, even if you think of things like your topaz, cutting senses, this is so much more difficult to cut. We literally went through millions of pounds worth trying to get to the point where we could cut this gemstone, because it's impossible almost to facet. We've brought it here for you today. It's totally natural. Your price point is stunning. I have to honour the last price. We shouldn't be doing this. We have to. We have to honour the last price because it's been done in the last 30 days. Me and my producer did not realise this. £10 off. Wow, I've literally just told you that, you know, we went through millions and millions and millions, essentially, we went through millions and millions of man hours, definitely, but we went through a lot of money and a lot of rough and a lot of loss over the years, not just us, but, you know, as kind of a whole community in the gem world, realistically, to try and get to the point where we could cut this, and now we've just taken £10 off it. That is absolutely phenomenal. It really, really, really is. It is absolutely sensational. It really is spectacular. £19.95 for you today. What do you think of this strand, lovely, lovely lady? And what would you do with it, Irene?
Well, I was just thinking how beautiful the blue of it is. It is really striking blue, isn't it? We've got some great cords that you could use with that as well. I think a few little drops with tiny delicate chain mail on a pair of earrings, and just an odd one of those coming off a pair of earrings would look beautiful.
Oh, really beautiful.
Delicate, fine chain mail, and then that, so you've got delicate with a bit of structure in that drop of an earring. I think it'd be beautiful.
Oh, I just adore that idea.
Like a little chain.
And that's the thing, you don't always have to go OTT, do you? You can do really simple if you want to. Just to let you know that I've got loads of you coming in for this, and also to let you know, I'll actually be giving you a little bit of a Facebook post about it tonight, Rebecca Redican presenter Facebook. If you go on that, I'm going to be putting a heads up about my weekend that's coming up, but one of the things we're doing is a business course. First time it's been done. Business course with Angela. It's the first time she's ever done one. Normally you'll have to pay to go in her workshop, but we're actually taking some of the ideas from that, and we're going to do a designer inspiration on Friday based around that. We're having competitions, we're having top tips, we're doing bad store, good store, loads of info on there. But one thing that we are looking at is the fact of pricing your pieces, and the fact that sometimes when you've got quality like this, actually, you don't need to do crazy designs if you don't want to. Simple pieces and how you would price those. We're going to be talking all about that. So if you're thinking of starting a new business, or you want to add a new business, sorry, or you want to improve your business, or even if you're just thinking, is that the right thing for me? Watch on Friday and we'll be able to answer a few questions, hopefully. Okay, no, we're doing the gemstone first, are we? How many of these ones have we got? Fab. I have got beautiful, beautiful quality moonstone for you here. You are going to love it. Take a little look. Look at the beauty of that. Have I got the claw, please? Where's the claw? The claw. I've got to get this out for you. This is your rainbow moonstone. The quality is sensational. If you are a collector, if you are, ooh, thanks Ryan, sort of. If you are interested in collecting your own gemstones, if you're interested in seeing what I would class as kind of the pinnacle point of beauty and excellence when it comes to the gemstone, then this is one of the best ways in which you can do it. And this is a totally and absolutely natural moonstone that I've got to say the quality is sensational. It really is. It's just shining away at me. You have got here all of the goodies that you would hope for. You have got your beautiful moonstone here. It is oval cut 7x5. Great if you've got the prong setting tool. Great if you just want to wire wrap these. Perfect. Look, it's hard for you to see the schiller just because of the way I'm holding it. It's totally my fault, but can you see the blues? You're going to love this when you get it home. But also the fact of the matter is that you are going to have the opportunity to make prong set rings, for example, but you can also do for example, your wire wrapping with this. Oh, just keep it because we do quite a few of these now. Why don't you just keep this in, say, a jewellery display? Or, for example, if you were to keep this in for example, your photo album, for example, as well. You know, the price point on, say, something like this, you might expect to be £19, say, but your price for this today, the Rainbow Moonstone, I think you'll absolutely love. It's just £14.95 for you on this today. £14.95 for you. And if you do want to set it in, for example, a you know, like a platinum plated sterling silver piece like this, then you absolutely can do. VJ62 on this at this moment in time. It's got white topaz in it as well, and I think personally, obviously this is just as an idea because I've not placed it in properly, but look at that. How much would you be expected to sell that for? Platinum plated topaz. £14.95 for that gorgeous oh hello friend, gorgeous rainbow moonstone. I just think it's stunning. It's nice to be able to get, even if you're just doing kind of you know, collector's pieces in your photo albums. It's great to do. Totally wetty, sorry lovely. Well done to everybody who got everything there. From luxury to luxury. Yeah, this is sapphire. And yeah, it's less than £80. It's beautiful. Natural, real, 100% sapphire. When I say 100%, that's important to say because, as we know, a lot of the sapphire on the market today will be part sapphire, part glass, because it's completely acceptable, and actually people on the market do not have to tell you, even the big brand stores, I'm talking even, you know, the big brand stores that we all know, the big names we all know, they don't legally have to tell you if their sapphire has been filled with glass. They don't have to. We do here at JewelleryMaker. We tell you if we fill any of our gemstones. This one actually isn't filled. This is actually completely natural. This hasn't even been heated or anything. It is what it is, and it's just stunning natural sapphire. 15 carats worth. Now, Irene, I've just told you that this is going to be just under £60 for 15 carats worth of natural sapphire. What do you think of that price, genuinely?
Well, I have seen something similar on the in a beautiful shop, and that was in I think it was in London actually when I went. But the colour tones that you've got there, I've seen some that I think it was £70 for a smaller item, but the colours wasn't there. It was just a very, very plain colour.
Yeah.
And it was with just a silver, tiny little magnetic clasp, and there wasn't much to it. And I did like it because of the daintiness, but the bold, strong colours that you've got there, it didn't have those colours at all. It was very wishy-washy, whereas that is following through beautiful. You know, the colours and the code of that, I would just restrand it as it is and wear it.
Absolutely. We had a lady who bought a strand of sapphire, same length sapphire, a strand of emerald and a strand of ruby, brought them all from us, and she got it valued. She had 95 in it, but it was one of each. She got it valued, and she got it valued at £500. Wow. It's just over £500. Now, the fact of the matter is that even if every single one of those strands was around the £50 mark, it's actually only cost her £150 to make. She's got it valued at £500. The fact of the matter is, this is JewelleryMaker, and this strand isn't £60, it's £24.95.
Fabulous.
Yep, it's real deal, it is natural, total 100% sapphire, and it's £24.95 for you today. We haven't seen sapphire that much recently, which has been a bit of a shame, but I'm so glad to be able to bring it to you naturally. Now, this has got no glass in it at all, this has got none of that blue coloured lead in it at all. This is 100% natural sapphire. You're getting your hands on approximately 5% of the market, because 95% of all sapphires on the market in pieces, in strands, is treated, whether that be heated, irradiated, filled, dyed, whatever it might be. This is actually totally natural at £24.95. Do check out your baskets. I know that the web is going a little bit slow at the moment, but if you just click to check out a couple of times, then it should do it for you, and just keep refreshing the page if it has been a bit of a sully brully. £24.95 for you today for genuine sapphire. This is never to be underestimated. Real, natural, 100% sapphire at that price is astonishing. I do have to move on because I'm getting relatively low in stock. I've still got plenty, but relatively low in stock if everybody were to check out. So stay where you are on the phone, because that, you're going to get it home and you're probably going to want to kiss it a bit. And that's fine. Where to, lovely, did you say? On the T-bar, what shape is it? Are these? Ooh, these would go nice with your challenge, Irene.
Struggling with my challenge a bit.
Oh, are you, love?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I keep bouncing with my ideas. I've had a go at one, but I think I'm back on track again now.
Are you having one of those days that we all have that are like, oh, I'd do that, and that, and that, and then you end up doing none of it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we all have them days.
One of them. But
we all have one of them.
I'll listen to you on that one then.
We'll all have that. These would look quite good with your challenge because of the shape of them, actually, wouldn't they?
Yes, definitely.
This is your gorgeous Rhodolite Garnet.
Ooh, very nice.
Real garnet we've got here for you. Really nice jammy garnet. Now garnet's one of those gemstones that sadly looks a little bit bleached out, I suppose, under these lights. But to me, what I'm seeing, because I can see through both sides of the gemstone, obviously, I've got this gorgeous jam effect. This gorgeous like cranberry stained glass window effect almost. Really, really pretty. You've got 170 carats worth of your Rhodolite Garnet here. It's a really lengthy strand. If you want beautiful depth and richness at a great price, you've got it here, because this, for genuine garnet, it's just £6.95 for real deal garnet. Garnet is one of those gemstones that we all know, we all love, we all recognise the name of even from a young age. It's like diamonds and emeralds and amethyst. It's like that. It's garnet. It's your high end. You know the name of it. You probably wouldn't expect it to be £6.95, would you? It really, really wouldn't. Nice work to everyone. £6.95 for you on that today. It is absolutely fantabulous. I've got a little duo here for you now. It's going to be a great price point. I would say that if you are interested, I'm just throwing stuff around. If you're interested in doing cocktail rings or one-off pieces or centerpieces, or if you want to do the delicate, because you know sometimes we've been getting really big cabs, haven't we? It's great, but if you just like the delicate effect of a cabochon, but maybe you're not confident enough to do that yet and you want to use a sneaky drill hole, I would say these are perfect. Take a little look. These would be great to use as a faux cap because you have got the drill hole, but actually size-wise and look-wise you could use them as a cabochon because they have got a relatively flattened back, but also they're completely opaque so you can't tell that they've got the drill hole. So a really lengthy strand. If these were cabochons, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I've got 16 on my strand. If these were cabochons, and you know, I did it in the Becky shop and said, oh, there's a sale on all cabochons today, only £1, you'd be rushing at me with your purse, wouldn't you? Like, give me £1 each for a cabochon like this, wouldn't you? Or wallet, of course, purse or wallet. But even if these were £1, that'd be great, wouldn't they? I've got 16 on this strand, so if I was to do, don't forget these are real deal, crazy lace agate. If these were £1 each, that'd be £16. Your price today, though, £10.90. Nah. Oh, your price point today.
£1.50 each.
£1.50 each?
£1.50
for a cabochon?
Yep.
Like this?
Yep.
Similar size?
Very, very similar size.
No way.
I did a price them up.
So if that was £1.50 each, £1.50 each, that is going to be, hang on, £3, £6, hang on, £3, £6, no, £3, £6, it'd be £12 here. I'm rocking up towards kind of the £30 mark there, especially when I add this to it. Both strands £7.95, both of these for you today. £7.95. What do you think of that, Irene?
Awesome.
Isn't it?
Awesome.
Isn't it spectacular? Crazy colour pop for you. Oh, now you're all coming in. You didn't think I'd let you down, did you?
No.
You didn't think I'd let you down in my prices, surely. Hello, Jane in lovely Cheshire. I'm heading back up to Cheshire in a bit. I hope it's not snowing. We've got Leicestershire, we've got Greater London, we've got Belfast, we've got Norfolk. Oh, it is snowing. I love the snow. I just don't like driving in the snow particularly. Loads of you, West Midlands, you're coming in, Lancashire's coming in. Do check out your baskets, everybody, for me. £7.95 is such a fantastical price, isn't it? And actually, Irene, if I want to do like a layered effect with these, because they're the same shape and the same gem, but they're in different sizes, different colours, how would I do that? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's what you probably, well, you could use, if you wanted to, you could use your E6000 on top.
So you could, couldn't you?
Sorry?
Suppose you could, couldn't you?
Yeah, but I think I would use, put 2 strands, connect 2 strands of beading cord or fine wire.
Yeah.
And bring them both out, exit out of the large bead, go through the small bead and then go back through the large bead, and I would say that would hold it.
That should do, shouldn't it?
I think so.
Hold it in place. I love that idea, actually.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Well done, everyone who's coming for this. Low to you, Kent's coming again, Bedfordshire. Welcome to you all. It's lovely to have. It's nice to have you all here with us. £7.95 for you today. That one. Where to, Story Poppet? In the drawer. Okay. Have you had one of those days? Have you had one of those days you've been rushing around like an headless chicken? Maybe, you know, it's been freezing outside, you just pick the kids up, you've been stuck in traffic, it's horrible, it's freezing, you know, the kids are all hyper, and or maybe you've gone to make yourself lunch and it's gone everywhere or whatever. Sometimes you just need that zen. Sometimes you need that moment. Or perhaps say something awful has happened, like a groundhog attacks you, for example. my director kept going to say the groundhog, and now he can't find it. Anyway, if you have had one of those days and you need a little bit of zen, I don't think there's any gemstone that gives you more zen and more relaxation than this one. It is synonymous with meditation. The reason being that it was discovered during a very special time, which is called the harmonic convergence, and essentially what that is it's an event over the world whereby what happens is thousands of people from different countries will go to a local, well, not a local, kind of a renowned settlement or a renowned historical location, or a renowned kind of like a sacred site, I suppose, and take part in a worldwide meditation, essentially. And it doesn't happen often at all. It happens when it's said that the planets all align. And this gemstone was actually found whilst this took place, wasn't it? For example, it's nearly a story to me. This is the gemstone that was found in that time, and that's why in certain circles this is believed to really be one of the most centering and relaxing and helpful when it comes to meditation gemstones. And I can see why people might see that, because it is beautiful colour. It's all about, when you read about kind of the history of this, but also when you read about things like the beliefs behind this in certain circles, you will read time and time again, it's about personal awakening, it's about self-awareness, it's about centering and focusing of yourself, because it was found in that harmonic convergence time. That's what you're getting when you read into this. And even if you're not looking at that and you're not into those beliefs, or that's not your belief circle or requirement or whatever, just the fact that you've got these gorgeous colour tones through here, and because you've got that beautiful tranquil effect in here, it really does give you that beautiful feeling, even if that's not your bag. You've got 277 carats worth here, and these are your 10mm rounds. We hardly ever have angelite on, hardly ever, because it is such a rarity, and it is one of those gemstones, like I said, that for example in say your certain circles, such as your chakra circles and such as your crystal healing and those type of people who believe in that sort of thing, they purchase this time and time again, snap it up in large quantities and quite often rough, so it is hard for us to get our hands on. We are today though. If you want to add yourself a little bit of tranquility for a truly unusual and rare gemstone, do so now. for just £19.95 today. Someone's texting about this strand. Fantastic. Afternoon, JM. I have this strand and it's absolutely stunning, says Margot in 5. It really is beautiful, isn't it? Do you know what this would go great with? The brand new Hessian we had on. Have we got any of this left? This coming in for you now at the bottom of your screen. The brand new Hessian. This was your wire Hessian. It's super duper soft Hessian. I mean, not rough at all, not rough. I'm talking so smooth. If this was your kind of bag for life and I was doing this, it'd be really rough, wouldn't it? My finger would probably red, but it's not at all. And look, it's got the wire framing at the top and the bottom as well, which means it will hold its shape too. As soon as we find this, it's brand new. I'm going to put it at the bottom of the screen for you. But look how great it's at the bottom of the screen for you now. It goes so great. Hi Angela, hi Becky, loving the show. Oh Angela, stop. She says, I am so looking forward to the Business Success DI show on Friday, preparing lots of great tips for everyone now. Angela, we are so excited. We're going to dress for business. My team, Angela, we're going to dress to impress, I've got to say. What are you thinking of wearing?
Suit.
A suit, good. We're going to dress to impress Angela. We are so looking forward to it. We genuinely are. We've got loads of goodies to show you, and we're going to talk about presentation and everything. Honestly, Angela, if you've never seen Angela before, because she's actually she does the workshops, but she's only done one of the late nighttime shows, and she's one of those people who is just so full of life and love and happiness. You can see why she's so kind of successful in her business and stuff. So do tune in on Friday, because honestly it's going to be unlike any show you've seen. And even if you don't sell your jewellery, I think you'll learn lots and lots of tips to help you along your way in your creativity. So do get involved with us. Thank you, Angela. We'll see you on Friday, lovely. £19.95 for you. Get this whilst you can. I can squeeze in a really quick zesty brightness. Speaking of lovely bright Angela, let's give you a gorgeous glowing gemstone, shall we? Genuine citrine. It's full of life, it's full of love, it's got that gorgeous glowing internally, and it has got in there as well that lovely faceting on top of this. Even though they are your nuggets, they have been faceted slightly. You can see that on the kind of the second one closer to the screen to you. It's lovely to be able to get that effect. You do get the glow of the internal gemstone, but you do also get the lovely flash of light dancing across the surface of this. It's truly beautiful. You've got 135 carats worth here. Your price point today is just £7.95 for you today. That is absolutely fab. What would you do with these? Just really simple.
I think I would string it with some sort of cord, a beautiful yellow cord if I can, or a nice pure white cord, and then just make a nice choker.
I love that idea.
So it strengthens it.
Really striking. But you can use these as well as the button design, couldn't you, because of the shape of it. £7.95 for you today. Debbie Bulford, are you 14? No, she's much younger. That's your code on this. Well, it's not really, it's DB. £7.95 for you today. Loads of you coming in for this. Do check out those baskets if you can do. I'm sorry we didn't get to do that appetite, because the silly graphics were being why I order. We'll try and fix it for Friday though. Come on over family, because I'm having a little nosy at what this little lady has been creating for us today. Your challenge was fun, and look how much you've done.
Well, I had an idea, but it didn't quite work out. But we have a set, and then we have a necklace, so not too bad.
How beautiful is this? This was those 3 strands that we were given. So we gave Irene this gorgeous strand of sunstone. We also had for Irene this beautiful zesty strand of your lemon quartz, approximately 165 carats worth. And lastly, but by no means leastly, we had some of your carnelian here as well, which is beautiful. Little rays of sunshine, you're absolutely right. How did we create this look, please, Irene?
Well, we did speak earlier about the using the double strand on this one just to use the strand rather than refretting it all.
So that's just on this temporary strand?
Yep. So
we haven't taken this off and restranded it, it's just on what it was on?
No, and then I just connected it with the clasp because I thought I would try it to see if it works, and it's worked beautiful. Then I used a toggle, just a finding here to connect it. I used a small amount of wire here, and I did a little bit of the actual cork in here.
Okay.
And then just made a small pair of earrings to match.
That is fantastic, isn't it? It's good that they've gone so far. It really is great they've gone so far. Just to let you know, at the bottom of the screen is that 3-pin knitting tool. I think we've got a handful or 2 left. That's it. So do, obviously, because they're so popular.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. I've got one here that you can have a quick look at. That's the...
This is the tool that we had. We showed you in our first designer inspiration exactly how to use this, and that's going to go on at the bottom of your screen in a moment. So we do have a few of those left for you. We've had some more messages in. Let's squeeze one in just in our last 30 seconds. There he is. Hello, Groundhog. My Groundhog Day would be finding out that my grandchild was a boy, which is on the 3rd of Jan, and being... being greedy, telling him telling him that his girlfriend are expecting double whammy. That is a special day for you, Claire.
Nice.
You absolutely love. Thank you for all your help today to all of you messaging. When are you with us next?
I think it's the 3rd and the 17th of next month.
Okay, we'll keep our eyes to see you as always, Irene. We're going to take photos of everything, as you know. We'll put that up for you on Facebook. Join me on Friday for that very, very special business course, and have a little look on Facebook. I'll tell you more later on this evening.
It was here almost 650 years ago in Amir, where King Jai Singh first laid the foundations that was to become one of the world's most famous walled cities, Jaipur.
The city of Jaipur, commonly known as the Pink City, is now taking centre stage for gemstone cutting and trading. It's here in the bursting heart of the walled city that our gems of distinction strands are cut, faceted and polished. So, how do you get a pile of tourmaline that looks like this into a gorgeous strand that looks like this? So when you've got a pile of tourmaline like this, it's going to be made into gemstone beads. First of all, each one of these gemstones need to be inspected. A line is then drawn down the middle of the gemstone, or wherever the gem is going to be faceted, and it's then taken behind us and then faceted into these rough gem shapes.